Xiao Jiren, where are you running? Being favored by this crown prince is your blessing. Come with me to the dragon palace and be my maidservant. Isn't that better than waiting for death in this desolate abyss? I would rather die here. I will not go with you. This is the resting place of Xuan Gui Saint Sovereign. You cannot act recklessly here. Xuan Gui Saint Sovereign is nothing but a stubborn rock that has slept for who knows how many kalpas. Crown Prince Ao Qing is the Dragon King of the North Sea's direct grandson. Here, the Dragon King is heaven. Seize him. Where am I? How's your body? It's fine. My child, my child. You. Detected host strong desire for transcendence and will to break free. Binding conditions met. Seclusion equals power system. System activated. Who dares meddle in the Dragon Court's affairs? Has that old turtle woken up? This system only assists the host through seclusion cultivation. Achieve the supreme Tao. Host may enter seclusion within the system space. Time ratio between system space and outside, 1 day outside, equals 1 year inside. Newcomer gift pack being distributed. 1. Chaos art. 2. Initial stage de Luo golden immortal cultivation infusion. 3. Opportunity to transform into a top-grade primordial Dao physique. The sovereign has awakened. This is the feeling of power. De Luo golden immortal, transcending the river of time and space. Finally, I am no longer the slab of meat waiting to be butchered. Who are you? How dare you play tricks here? I am Ao Qing, Crown Prince of the North Sea Dragon Palace. This woman, she seemed to be protecting her just now. Meeting is fate. From now on, this place. Seclusion mode activated. Current seclusion efficiency. Base cultivation accumulation acceleration 1000%. Environmental interference shielded 90%. Let's go. Xiao thanks the Saint Sovereign for saving my life. I wish to follow the Saint Sovereign for eternity. Serving by your side, I beg the Saint Sovereign to take me in. I need to go into long-term seclusion. Having a trustworthy pair of eyes and ears outside to handle trivial matters would save me trouble. This girl has a tenacious temperament. Her mind is decent. Since you have this intention, you may stay. I do not require your attendance. I only need you to guard this place and not let any idle people disturb my cultivation. Yes, Xiao will not betray the Saint Sovereign's trust. I will never allow anyone to disturb the Saint Sovereign. That damn turtle. Just wait. I will never let you off. Father King, you must avenge your son. That old turtle under the North Sea abyss not only refused the Dragon Clan's recruitment, but was also arrogant and domineering, completely disregarding our Dragon Palace. Your son was patrolling the North Sea on orders. I saw that the Jiren girl had decent talent and intended to bring her to the Dragon Palace to nurture her. But that Xuan Gui, after transforming, rudely blocked me and injured the night patrol Yiksha under my command. He even spoke arrogantly. What did he say? He said, "What is the North Sea Dragon Palace? Do you even have the right to meddle in matters before my door?" His attitude was outrageously arrogant. When your son reasoned with him, he actually used divine abilities to intimidate with his pressure. If your son hadn't dodged quickly, I might have fallen victim too. Father King, if this beast is not eliminated, where will the Dragon Palace's authority stand? How will the beings of the Four Seas view our North Sea Dragon Clan? Just some lowly wild cultivator. How dare he bully me like this? Dragon Clan, Father King, calm your anger. That Chu Feng was able to transform so easily, and his cultivation is unfathomable. Observing his actions, though he acts aloof, he does not seem to intend to actively oppose our Dragon Clan. At this moment, the Dragon Clan's great matter is imminent. We should not create additional trouble or make a powerful enemy. Exiner, what you say makes sense. But the Dragon Clan's authority cannot be lost. On the surface, we won't touch him for now, but keep a close watch on that abyss for me. Deploy more hidden aquatic creatures. Keep it under constant surveillance, day and night. I want to see what's so special about this Chu Feng, hiding in his shell. How long can he keep his head down? Detected. Host has been in seclusion for 100 years. Obtain milestone reward. Primordial Chaos Weapon, Origin Root Seal. Primordial Chaos Weapon, Origin Root. A supreme divine object for refining the physical body. System begins immediate fusion. Little bitch. You really treat this dump as your nest, huh? Think that clinging to a turtle that only hides in its shell will keep you safe? Today, I'll settle last time's score with interest. You dare act recklessly. This is the Saint Sovereign's cultivation retreat. I won't allow you to run wild here. Saint Sovereign? Huh? More like a turtle hiding its head. Brothers, take her down. First cripple her cultivation. Let's see if that turtle comes out. Saint Sovereign. Wah. Again with these reckless fools disturbing my cultivation. What's going on? This seawater is strange. Now. It's that turtle's shell. He's behind this. This place is too sinister. Retreat. Quickly. Xiao thanks the Saint Sovereign for saving me again. Successfully fused Primordial Chaos, Mother Chi, Origin Root. Physical body strength greatly increased. Acquired innate divine ability. Primordial Chaos, Indestructible body. Primordial Chaos, Indestructible body. Just leaving the city, yet it already has such power. Not bad. This Xiao Jiren remained calm in crisis. Knew when to seize the moment. Quite clever, and tenacious of heart. Perhaps keeping her was not a bad thing after all. Ninefold protective divine light. Radiance illuminates all heavens. Palm heart repels externals. 10,000 dermas cannot breach. This divine light technique is truly profound. If I can cultivate it to completion, I might truly stand undefeated. Ninefold protective divine light cultivation progress. 5%. Initial form established. Passively enhances barrier defense strength, and automatically reacts to specific hostile intent. Good. Steady progress. As long as I have enough time. Why fear the storms outside while in seclusion? Saint Sovereign, Xiao has reinforced the Eastern illusion again. Though it is crude, it should bewilder those blind little demons. I also laid down a water ripple formation here. If any external force forcibly intrudes, I will sense it immediately. I am awakens, North Sea Dragon Princess. By order of the Dragon King of the North Sea, I have come specially to visit Taoist Chu Feng. Please announce my arrival. Ah, so it is the Dragon Princess. The Saint Sovereign is at a critical moment in his seclusion, and sees no outside guests. Your Highness, please return. Oh, in seclusion? And who are you? To have the authority to decide for Taoist Chu Feng, turning away the Dragon King's goodwill? I am the Saint Sovereign's follower. Xiao guards this place, and permits no one to disturb the Saint Sovereign's cultivation. That is my qualification and my duty. How profound a protective force. This Tao resonance is deep and unyielding. Even I feel a hint of oppression. This Chu Feng truly conceals his strength. He is no reckless brute. Even a follower is so devoted to him. His skill in managing subordinates is also remarkable. In that case, I shall not impose further. Miss Xiaoyao, please convey this to Taoist Chu Feng. The Dragon Palace's doors are always open to him. That the North Sea has a figure like yourself is also a blessing. If you truly do not wish that Jiren girl to come to harm, I hope you will agree to Ancestral Dragon's offer of amnesty. Otherwise, I truly cannot imagine what my father and brother might do next. The ninefold divine light emerged from the city, adding another layer to the defense system. Not bad. The dragon girl awakens is more sensible than her brother. She understands courtesy before force. The last handled it quite properly, thoughtful and meticulous. Knew to set up early warnings. With him keeping watch outside, it can indeed save trouble from many trivial nuisances. But the Dragon Clan will never let this go. The next time they come, it may not be mere probing. We must seize the time to continue. Strive, before the storm rises again, to elevate this divine light further. North Sea Xuan Gui, Chu Feng, the revered one of all North Sea life. Cultivated in seclusion for countless culpas. Now our Dragon Clan rules the four seas, and is precisely in need of talents. I specially come to invite you out of seclusion. Join our Dragon Clan. You shall be in theft as Dragon King of the North Sea. Enjoy the fortune of the Dragon Clan. Together we plot our grand hegemony. The Ancestral Dragon has finally arrived in person. Such powerful pressure, as expected of one of the protagonists of the early Dragon Han era. The fortune of a king's enfeoffment. Too bad I've read the script. The Dragon Clan is already the setting sun. Joining now would entangle one in karma. A path to certain death. The Saint Sovereign is in seclusion. He is not receiving guests. A mere Jiren dares to interrupt? Even when beating a dog, one must consider its master. Injuring my people right in front of me. Nameless kitchen? Many thanks for the Ancestral Dragon Taoist's favor. However, my Tao lies in tranquility, non-action, and comprehending the great Tao. I have no interest in contending over the Primordial World. Taoist invitation. I regret I cannot comply. The wildlands of Qingxiu. The weak are prey to the strong. Where is their true tranquility? Could it be that you look down upon my Dragon Clan? Under the ignorant rule of this North Sea. Taoist, your words are too harsh. It is not about looking down, but truly where my Tao heart inclines. I dare not trouble you. The Primordial World is vast. Each has their own path. The Dragon Clan's hegemony. This poor Taoist has no intention of joining. I also wish the Taoist early success. As for this North Sea, this small Taoist cultivates here in peace, contending with no one. Presumably, it will not hinder the Dragon Clan's great affairs. Well said, where my Tao heart inclines. Since you insist on hiding away and cultivating in seclusion, our clan will not force or threaten you. I only hope you do not regret it. And do not become an enemy of our dragon clan. Though the North Sea is vast, there may not be a place for you. The Saint Sovereign refused the Ancestral Dragon. Successfully rejected the Ancestral Dragon's recruitment. Persevered in the path of seclusion cultivation. Received reward. A strand of primordial northern abyss called Sha can be fused into the protective divine light or a divine ability. It possesses both freezing and corrosive effects. Not bad, both offense and defense in one. Adding more means. Xiao, this girl, does have some courage. Northern abyss cold Sha, ultimate Yin, ultimate cold. If it can be perfectly integrated into the ninefold divine light, offense and defense united, its power will surely increase greatly. But this substance is domineering. It must be handled gradually. Cannot be rushed. Indeed, the rejection is not small, extremely strong. Using the Xianhuang 5 Qi as the base. Harmonize the two. Northern Abyss Cold Sha Fusion Progress, 10%. Protective Divine Light. Now possesses both absolute defense and extreme cold erosion characteristics. Passive counterattack mechanism enhanced. Little one, who are you? How did you get here? My name is Xiaoya. My original home was taken over by a group of vicious, strange fish. I felt that this place is very safe, and there is a very warm and powerful aura. So I sneaked over. Sorry, I'll leave right away. Don't be afraid. As long as you harbor no ill intent, you can stay here peacefully. This is the Saint Sovereign Xuan Gui's seclusion ground. Common ruffians dare not approach. Really? Thank you. I won't disturb the Saint Sovereign. Just a little closer. And I can sense the energy fluctuations inside. Go back and report. Maybe I'll get a reward from the Crown Prince. A reckless fool who doesn't know his place. As expected, the Alliance leader's treacherous heart never died. Surveillance never ceased. But the combination of this Northern Abyss Cold Sha and the protective Divine Light works surprisingly well. Automatic counterattack. Instant annihilation. Save me a lot of trouble. Hiding turtle. This Crown Prince wants to see if you can still hide comfortably inside this time. The humiliation of last time. Today I will repay it 100-fold. And those two base slave girls, not one of them will escape. Your Highness the Crown Prince, why waste words with them? Let this old man break through the outer illusory barrier. Capture them. And then we'll see if Chu Feng can remain unmoved. Ao Qing, Saint Sovereign, this is a place of pure cultivation. How dare you act insolent again and again? Take your people and leave at once. Leave? Today, this Crown Prince is here to smash this turtle shell. Attack. First, seize that mermaid. The dark water already contains baleful energy. No good. My demonic power is sluggish. Let's see how long you can hold out. Elder, put in more effort. Sister Xiao. Be careful. Watch mine. What's happening? What kind of demon art is this? Elder, where are you? It's the kidney chi one. Little stick essence, beware of illusions. Now. Little Shelly, sense it. Worthless. All worthless. Retreat. Quickly retreat. Xiaoya, I didn't expect your kidney chi to be so powerful. We really owe it all to you this time. Are you all right? I'm fine. Just need to rest a bit. Being able to help Sister Xinyao and the Saint Sovereign. I'm very happy. They suffered a great loss this time. They definitely won't let it go. But as long as we join hands, we can surely defend this place. Not bad. Xiao remained calm in crisis. Offense and defense measured. Her use of Hansha is also growing increasingly skilled. Rapid improvement. This stick essence, Xiaoya, truly has extraordinary talent. That hand of kidney chi was perfectly timed. Able to dissolve such a siege. An excellent support. Ao Qing, North Sea Dragon Palace. You provoke again and again. Do you really think I, Chu Feng, have no temper? Once this seclusion ends, it's time to settle accounts. Make you completely understand who the true master of this North Sea really is. Yes, just like that. Xiaoya, don't rush. Attach your snack to the kidney chi, like weaving seaweed. Letting it change according to your will. I'll try. Like this, Sister Xiao? Sister Xiao? This is what immense merit. What happened? Such terrifying power. And yet so warm. Merit on such a scale. The golden light is Nüwa. She succeeded in creating humans. No, the magnitude of this merit seems to be, compared to what I remember, significantly less than what the heavenly Tao originally foretold. His aura climbs to its peak, yet he got stuck at the half-step. The saint did not immediately achieve perfect merit and attained sagehood on the spot. This is the variable I brought. He did not instantly become a saint through the merit of creating humanity. Ha ha ha, my efforts were not in vain. Killing me. The trajectory of fate has truly begun to shift. Detected key Primordial World node. Nüwa's creation of humanity has occurred. Compared to the original fate line, total merit reduced by 18.7%. Nüwa failed to ascend to Heavenly Dao Saint in time. Host. Fate deflection degree slightly increased. Just as I thought. I lost the chance to perfect the sky-repairing merit with my 4 limbs. Now even the completion of the creation of humanity merit is affected. This means that when he later mends the sky, if he cannot find a suitable substitute, or if the substitute's effect is poor, his saintly foundation will forever bear a flaw. Saint Sovereign, are you all right? That was just now? It's nothing. Heavenly Dao, fate, someone is committing great evil, that's all. Xiao rise. Saint Sovereign, a great matter has arisen. The winds and clouds are stirring. The time left for us is tighter than anticipated. From this moment onward, you too must redouble your cultivation efforts. Do not allow the slightest slack. Xiao, your profound water heart-gathering art must break through quickly to the second layer. Xiao will not disappoint the Saint Sovereign's expectations. I will cultivate diligently. Xiao, you will also work hard. Nüwa did not become a saint immediately. Good, very good. This proves that my resistance is effective. Fate is not unchangeable. I must become faster and stronger before he stabilizes his realm, or finds another way to compensate for the flaw, and again turns his gaze upon me. I must break through to the quasi-saint realm. Only with sufficient power can I completely control my own destiny. Xuan Gui of the North Sea, Chu Feng. A decent foundation. A resilient heart. Hiding in the sunless depths of the sea, cultivating in silence. What do you seek? Eternal life and carefree ease? Or power? Join my command. The Dragonhan initial calamity is about to rise. This is precisely the time for my demon path to flourish. Once I have slain Ancestor Dragon, Primordial Phoenix, and Primordial Qilin, and established the Tao through slaughter, founding a supreme demonic nation, you shall be the venerable of 10,000 demons, enjoying boundless authority, and obtaining supreme demonic power. Is that not 1,000 times better than sitting here in stagnation? Luohu, demon ancestor Luohu. He has also noticed me. This aura is filled with corruption and destruction. It chills the heart more than Ancestor Dragon's domineering presence. Establishing the Tao through slaughter, the demon path flourishes. It sounds nice. But it's merely a chess piece under the bright cycle, a struggle beneath the heavenly Tao. In the end, the outcome is utterly miserable. If I trusted him, I would be courting my own destruction. However, his divine intent actually managed to penetrate the edge of my seclusion core. Such terrifying means. I must expel it immediately. Demon Ancestor Luohu. This humble Xuan Gui is but a mere fubo, unworthy of the demon path's supreme seat. This life I only wish to cultivate in peace here, untouched by karma, uninvolved in conflict. Oh, you can actually resist my parasitic heaven of self-transformation. Demon Shadow, your turtle shell is tougher than I imagined. Since you cannot be used by me, then let it be destroyed. Xuan Gui of the North Sea. I gave you a chance. Since you are stubbornly unenlightened, content to be a turtle pulling in its head, then I shall smash both you and your shell. Taste the power of my god-slaying spear. Luohu. He struck again. And this time it's a blow fueled by rage. Far more powerful than before. Cannot take it head on. No, I must take it. Behind me are Shi Yao and Xiao Yu. Xian Huang indestructible body. 9-turn protective divine light. Activate them to the maximum. I have cultivated bitterly for years. Secluded myself well. Layer upon layer of defenses stacked. I refuse to believe I cannot block this strike that is not even his true body. Block it. I must block it. My Tao is the Tao of survival. The Tao of protection. How can I fall here? Xian Huang, indestructible. Immune to the myriad laws. 9-turn protective divine light. Block. To think you can resist this far. This Xian Huang Qi. This protective divine light. You turtle. You really have cultivated a fine shell. Not enough. Just this alone cannot break my defense. Xian Huang, indestructible. Hold firm. Futile struggle. Let's see how long you can last. Very well. I will remember you. I'll keep this turtle shell for now. Once I have dealt with those 3 old mud eels, I will come back to settle accounts with you. Blocked. I actually blocked it. Though the consumption was enormous, this proves my path is correct. Yes, survive. Develop, stack the thickest armor, take the most poisonous beating, and still endure. Successfully resisted demon ancestor Luo Hu's mental attack. Enhancement. Adhered to the path of seclusion. Reward obtained. Karma Veil Art, minor accomplishment. Karma Veil Art can, to a certain extent, veil one's own karma threads, reducing the probability of being deduced and sensed by great beings. Automatically operates during seclusion, with even better effect. Karma Veil Art. Just when I wanted to sleep, a pillow arrives. Big shots like Luo Hu and Hong Jun are best at divination. With this, I can survive even more peacefully. Saint Sovereign, are you all right? Saint Sovereign. That petty scoundrel has been repelled. Xiao, you did very well. You held the outside. Saint Sovereign, as long as you are safe. Xiao only did what she should. This girl is truly sincere. Well then, in the future I will look after her a bit more. This is the majesty of a saint. Hong Jun has finally merged with the Tao and become a saint, right? But this pressure doesn't seem as terrifying as I imagined. It seems the system and the Karma Veil Art are working quite well. Detected the descent of a heavenly Tao saint's pressure. Host, relying on your own ability and the system's assistance, have successfully resisted it. Tao Heart stabilized. Reward, Great Tao Shielding Talisman ×1. Great Tao Shielding Talisman, a one-time consumable. After use, for a short period, 12 Shurchen, it greatly shields the connection between self and the external Great Tao, evading heavenly Tao detection and saint divination. An essential item for concealment at critical moments. Excellent. This is a true trump card. It can even temporarily block heavenly Tao detection. Hong Jun's first lecture at Zixiao Palace is about to begin, right? The true turmoil of the primordial world is about to start. I must improve faster. Just now I was so scared. Was that the might of a saint? It felt like heaven and earth were about to submit. So terrifying. I felt like I was being crushed. Now it seems to be better. Yes, it suddenly weakened a lot. Xiao Yu, did you notice? It seems to have started from the place where the Saint Sovereign is in seclusion. That's when the pressure lightened. The Saint Sovereign's light, warm, blocked the bad pressure. It must be the Saint Sovereign. Even the pressure of a saint. The Saint Sovereign can shield us from it. The Saint Sovereign is truly amazing. So reliable. I like the Saint Sovereign. Safe. We must work even harder. Guard this place well. Don't let anything disturb the Saint Sovereign. Xiao Yu, I feel something's off at the Dragon Palace. These scouts are coming more frequently. It's like they're plotting something. Sister Xiao, I've sensed it too. There's a foul smell in the water. The Saint Sovereign is still in critical seclusion. We must not let anyone disturb him. But if the Dragon Clan really comes recklessly, with just the two of us. Don't be afraid, Sister Xiao. We'll protect the Saint Sovereign together. This Jiaran is indeed loyal. And that little stick spirit, they're clearly so weak. Chu Feng, what charm do you have that makes them follow you unto death? Father and eldest brother, they, because of Sage Nüwa's setback, and Sage Tongtian being blocked, are even more wary. They see Chu Feng as a huge variable in the Dragon Clan's control of the North Sea, and might even affect the Dragon Clan status in the Primordial World. They seem unable to hold back much longer. They want to take advantage of Chu Feng possibly being injured, or when he's greatly depleted, and make a risky gamble. What to do? If the Dragon Clan comes in force, can I hold them off? Saint Sovereign, when he fought the Sage earlier, could he really be injured? At this critical moment. If I can't hold this place, and cause the Saint Sovereign to be disturbed, even 10,000 deaths couldn't atone for my guilt. Xiao. Saint Sovereign, you're awake? Have you come out of seclusion? No, not out of seclusion. I merely sensed your troubled thoughts. Your spiritual power fluctuates chaotically. In such a state, it's detrimental to cultivation, and can also give rise to inner demons. Are you facing some difficulty? The Saint Sovereign sees clearly. It's all because Xiao is useless. My fear must have disturbed you. Recently, the Dragon Palace has been spying more and more frequently, observing their movements. It's not like the usual petty skirmishes. I'm afraid they're brewing a bigger conspiracy. I worry they'll recklessly charge the barrier and disturb your seclusion. It's all because Xiao's strength is too weak. I can't share your worries. Instead, I make you worry for me. Don't belittle yourself. Xiao, you have done well. A heart of protection and a will of determination are more valuable than many who only have cultivation. Saint Sovereign, regarding the Dragon Clan, I have my own plans. They're just clowns who shift with the wind. Forget righteousness for profit. If they truly think the opportunity has come, they are gravely mistaken. You need not worry about this. It only adds to your troubles. But, Saint Sovereign, what if they really come? Many people, very strong people, if I encounter true danger, I will know. This secluded place is not guarded by you alone. You just cultivate in peace. Stabilize your mind, that's all. Remember, no matter how stormy the outside world becomes, as long as I am here, this North Sea abyss is your strongest fortress. Yes, Xiao understands. I will not fail the Saint Sovereign's expectations. I'll cultivate diligently. Hold fast to my original heart. Good. Your mystic water heart-condensing art has reached a bottleneck. If your mind is restless, you'll make no progress. At this moment, you should calm your heart and concentrate. Draw in the vastness of the North Sea to nourish your own spiritual platform. The disturbances outside, set them aside for now. Yes, I humbly follow the Saint Sovereign's instruction. This girl's mind is pure, and her attachment is deep. She's indeed a promising talent. If the Dragon Clan truly doesn't appreciate kindness, after I emerge from seclusion, the North Sea should have a new true master. Xiaoyu, there's movement. Many chaotic auras. Chu Feng, you turtle hiding in your shell. This Crown Prince wants to see how long your crappy barrier can hold. Today, I'll send you a big gift. Your Highness the Crown Prince is wise. These brainless beasts have thick hides and tough flesh, and boundless strength. Even if they can't break that turtle shell, they can still trample that Jaren and stick spirit into meat paste. Let's see if Chu Feng can still play his turtle in peace. That's right. Drive them hard for this Crown Prince. Make them all charge. This Crown Prince wants to see if their heads are harder, or Chu Feng's shell. Not good. There are too many frenzied sea beasts. Xiaoyu, quickly come behind me. We can't go on like this. We must find a way to stop them. Sister Xiao, let me try. Xiaoyu. What's happening? What happened to those beasts? What did that damn stick spirit do? Your Highness, it seems. It seems that stick spirit's kidney chi can calm the mind. Useless. Didn't you say these beasts have no brains? That they only rampage? How can they be calmed by kidney chi? Drive them. Now, keep driving them. Whip them. Stimulate them with spells. Make them keep charging. Xiaoyu, you're amazing. You can actually calm them? My kidney chi is mainly for creating illusions to confuse, but I can also let them see peaceful scenes and forget their anger. Xiaoyu, focus on calming them. I'll handle the flanks. You? You two lowly handmaidens. Wait for this Crown Prince. This isn't over. Let's go, Xiaoyu. This time, I really owe it to you. If it weren't for you, we would have been in danger today. Are you okay? Is your consumption heavy? It's okay. I'll be fine after a short rest. They actually use such methods. So despicable. But Xiaoyu, your talent is truly impressive. From now on, with our cooperation, we can surely protect the Saint Sovereign even better. This stick spirit's talent is indeed extraordinary. It is a sacred artifact for calming the mind, used at the right moment. It can dissolve such brutal attacks. Xiao remained calm in danger. Her offense and defense are measured. Her awareness of growth is rapid. Ao Qing, the North Sea Dragon Palace, has provoked again and again. Do they really think I, Chu Feng, have no temper? Once I finish this seclusion, it's time to settle accounts. To make you all fully realize who is the true master of the North Sea. The peak of Deluo Golden Immortal is now within reach. My primordial spirit is clear. My magical power surges. Only the final step remains. Then I can glimpse the mysteries of the Hunyuan Golden Immortal Threshold. Xiao, Saint Sovereign, is it you? Have you ended your seclusion? Senior, it's just a pause in cultivation. My spirit wandered beyond. I happen to see you working hard. The fusion of cold essence and water spirit is much more skilled than before. It seems you haven't slacked off. The Saint Sovereign praises me too much. Xiao is dull. I can only practice diligently, afraid of failing your expectations and the technique you bestowed. But the more I cultivate, the more I realize the mystic water heart-condensing art passed down by the Saint Sovereign is vast and profound. What Xiao can comprehend is probably less than 1/10,000th. The Great Tao is both supremely simple and supremely complex. Just advance step by step. Do not belittle yourself. Your foundation is solid. Your nature is pure and kind. This is your advantage. Remember it. Water has no fixed form, yet it can pierce stone. Ice, though supremely hard, also originates from softness. You know, the path lies in finding the balance between hardness and softness, not in forcibly mastering that balance. Thank you for your guidance, Saint Sovereign. Xiao feels she understands a little now. You and Xiaoyu accompany each other. One quiet, one active. One primary, one supporting. You complement each other well. He regulates his kidney chi, while you focus your mind and calm your spirit, sensing the transformations of water. This is quite beneficial. Xiaoyu has helped me a great deal. With him by my side, I feel my mind is much more at peace during cultivation. Good. The path of cultivation is long and solitary. Having a companion on the same path is already a karmic opportunity. You too may continue. Do not stop on my account. We bid you farewell, Saint Sovereign. Xiao will surely work hard and not fail your grace. The Saint Sovereign sent me a voice transmission to guide me again. Even though he always says seclusion is paramount and comprehending the great Tao is the foundation, he still knows everything happening outside. He has always been watching over me. Was I too excited today? Would the Saint Sovereign think I am not steady enough? No. Xiao, you must work even harder and become stronger. You can no longer always rely on the Saint Sovereign's protection. You must become an assistant who can truly help him, not a burden. This girl's mind is indeed pure and transparent, and her attachment is equally pure. In this primordial world, full of slaughter and scheming, to preserve such a childlike heart is truly rare. Forget it, since she sincerely follows me, fears no danger, and will not leave or abandon me. This bond of affection, I, Chu Feng, will never betray her in the future. When these matters are settled, and the storm has calmed a little, perhaps I should give them a more stable home. The sermon at Xixiao Palace is a grand event of the primordial world. However, that Chu Feng under the North Sea abyss remains a major hidden threat to our dragon clan. If we all go to listen to the sermon and leave him here, I fear something unexpected might happen. Your Majesty, why not take this opportunity to gather a strong force and attack that turtle shell in one fell swoop? I do not believe he can withstand the combined might of our dragon clan and Azure clan. Father, you must not. That Chu Feng is unfathomably deep. Even the Ancestral Dragon could not force his submission. If we start a war rashly, even if we win, our dragon clan will suffer heavy losses. How would we then maintain our standing in the primordial world? What Exiner says is reasonable, but leaving him unchecked is truly unsettling. Issue the order. Triple the covert sentries, and maintain round-the-clock surveillance of the Abyss's movements. Also, order Ao Qing to lead an elite team to set up the 9-bend weak water formation on the perimeter to prevent any sudden attack. Father, say no more. For this sermon, you will accompany me. Let Chu Feng wait until we return from Xixiao Palace before we deal with him. The sermon of the Venerable Xixiao. If I can listen to a sage's sermon, it would surely be of great benefit to my cultivation. But being able to follow the Saint Sovereign is already the greatest karmic opportunity for Xiao. The techniques the Saint Sovereign passed to me are no worse than any great Tao. Hongjun begins his sermon. The Dragon Clan still wants to pull dirty tricks. Truly, their treacherous hearts never die. But this gives me an opportunity. Detected major primordial world event. Xixiao Palace sermon. Host adheres to the path of seclusion, unmoved by external things. Tao heart firm. Reward. Complete version of the 9 Revolutions Mystic Art. Complete 9 Revolutions Mystic Art. The fundamental method of Pengu for establishing the right path. A technique to attain sagehood through the physical body. It cannot be cultivated without great fortune, great perseverance, and a great origin. Contains 9 revolutions, directly pointing to the primordial Wuji. The Luo Golden Immortal, system-optimized version. Cultivation difficulty reduced by 30%. Adapted for the Xuan Gui, Mystic Turtle, origin. Complete 9 Revolutions Mystic Art. The fundamental method of the Great Way of Manifestation. This is a path more suited to my Xuan Gui physical body than Hongjuan's method of beheading the 3 corpses. Elder brother, why have you stopped? Is there something unusual here? Strange. I clearly sense something down below. Its aura is extremely dense, but when my divine sense sweeps over, it's as if there is nothing. Only a natural source of water and the chi of the earth. The highest good is like water. Water benefits all things without contending. Here, the water source merges with the earth's veins. Natural and harmonious. It seems ordinary. Yet too much is as bad as too little. Such flawless nature, instead, feels deliberate. That fellow Taoist hiding here has extraordinary cultivation and state of mind. Elder brother, just now my heart stirred inexplicably. It seemed something here has a karmic connection with me, concerning a great future merit. But now that I sense it carefully, that heavenly mystery is elusive and hard to find. Karma is entangled, obscure and unclear. Strange, the heavenly mechanism. Here is actually a complete chaos, as if someone used immense divine power to forcibly disturb all karmic lines related to this place. Such a method, unheard of. Hiding and skulking. This is not the act of the righteous path. Since you are cultivating here in seclusion, why dare not show your true form? Have you done something shameful? Second brother, why get angry? I think this fellow Taoist is quite an interesting person. Such a secretive method. Even able to fool us. Impressive. If the Xixiao Palace sermon were not so important, I would definitely go down and debate the Tao with him, to see what kind of person he is. The karmic opportunity has not arrived. Forcing it is of no benefit. Since he is a recluse cultivating in seclusion, we should not disturb him. Let us go. Do not miss the Tao Ancestor's sermon. What kind of existences were those that just passed by? Such terrifying auras. They seem to have noticed this place. No matter who it is, they must not disturb. The Saint Sovereign's seclusion. Xiaoyu, we must be even more vigilant. So they are the three pure ones after all. Especially the third one. His perception is indeed sharp. But my karmic concealment technique, plus the system's interference, seems to have worked extremely well. That one glance from Nüwa. She seemed to have a faint, blurry sense of it. As expected of the future sage appointed by the heavenly Tao. Never would I have thought that a sage is someone on the verge of falling. The time left for me is indeed short. I must hasten my seclusion before the great tribulation fully descends and gain power sufficient to shake fate. With profound water as a guide, focus the mind and guard the one. The karmic opportunity granted by the Saint Sovereign, Xiao will never waste it. No matter how enticing the Tao sounds outside, it is not as good as guarding beside the Saint Sovereign and walking my own path steadily. High above, amidst 9 layers of clouds, I dwell, nurturing the true Tao. Beyond heaven and earth, beyond the primal, I shall be the Lord of teachings. I am Hongjun. Achieve sagehood through the righteous path. All living beings find cultivation difficult. Will lecture on the complete origin Tao at the purple firmament palace beyond the 33rd heaven. All who are fated may come and listen. The Red Army's path indeed has its uniqueness. It expounds the rules of the heavenly Tao, orderly and structured. However, compared to my pursuit of proving the Tao through strength, the path of breaking all laws with force, they are ultimately divergent paths. Her nature is indeed good, not swayed by external things. Her Tao heart is firm. Such is truly rare in this primordial world. Still not working. This northern abyss cold fiend is too overbearing. It always falls just short when fusing with my origin water power. Water nature is supremely gentle. Cold sand is supremely rigid. Forcing fusion naturally yields half the result with twice the effort. Why not try using water as the guide, and cold as the wind? Supple toughness enveloping sharpness. That is the way of endurance. I understand. Thank you, Saint Sovereign, for your guidance. The path of cultivation requires balance between tension and relaxation. Excessive rigidity easily breaks. Excessive gentleness leads to diffidence. Though a protective heart is important, one must also understand flexibility and adaptability. Saint Sovereign. This turtle shell hinders the prestige of my dragon palace. A mere Jiaran dares to block the way. Nephew Ao Qing, watch how your third uncle breaks this illusionary method today. This place is the Saint Sovereign's cultivation retreat. No disturbance is allowed. I ask you all to leave at once. Little wretch, still stubborn with death at your door. Third uncle, no need to waste words with him. Capture him first. Then smash this turtle shell. Shatter for me, elder. Seeking death? Do you really think I won't kill? Perfect, I'll try the power of this 9 revolutions mystic art on you. Third uncle, what happened? It's the Saint Sovereign. The Saint Sovereign made a move. Get lost. If you dare set foot here again, no mercy, kill on sight. The Saint Sovereign, he seems even stronger. That power, as if it could shatter everything. He was clearly in seclusion, yet he could still protect me like this. How are your injuries? Thank the Saint Sovereign for your concern. It's only a light wound. A moment of breath regulation and it will be fine. Today I thank the Saint Sovereign once again for saving me. Since you follow me with sincerity, I naturally will protect you completely. You performed well today, fearless in the face of danger. Tao heart steadfast. This mystic water heart focus art, study it well. In the future, you may not be unable to stand on your own. Yes, Xiao will certainly work hard. I will never disappoint the Saint Sovereign's expectations. Saint Sovereign, you must also be careful. The Dragon Clan, having suffered this setback, will likely not let the matter rest. No matter, mere chickens and dogs. You just focus on your cultivation. The heavenly Tao is bright and clear. Sages emerge, teaching the primordial world, ordering heaven and earth. The 3 pure ones are incarnations of Pangu's primordial spirit, possessing the merit of opening the heavens. They may become my direct disciples. They deserve the sage positions. Thank you, teacher, for your grace. Nüwa. In the future, there is a great merit to be performed concerning the evolution of the primordial world. You may also become a sage. Thank you, Dao Ancestor, for your grace. Jane, Zhuanti, though your foundations are somewhat shallow, you still have the heart for the Dao. In the future, establish another side sect, and you too may become sages. You shall be my registered disciples. Thank you, teacher, Ziwei. So that's how it is. North Sea Xuan Gui, ancient style, your existence, your four legs, are actually the sage foundation that the heavenly Tao prepared for me. The final piece of the puzzle to perfect the work of mending the heavens. Earlier, the feeling was unclear, but now that I have received the heavenly machine technique, how can I let you hide under the North Sea? Once I completely fuse the Hongmeng purple chi and stabilize my sage realm, that will be the time you contribute your four limbs and perfect my supreme sage path. This is a major matter of the heavenly Tao. Those who know will prosper. Warning, warning, warning. Detected. Heavenly Tao and karma. Malicious lock-on. Locking on original heaven-ordained sage. Nüwa. Alert. Analyzing target. Has linked to the heavenly Tao through Hongmeng purple chi. Understood the key to becoming a sage. That which fulfills heaven, the host's four limbs. Estimated. After initially stabilizing her sage realm, she will come with the momentum of the heavenly Tao to seize the host. Calculating highest level survival probability. Calculation failed. Overwhelming energy. Repeating warning. This is a fatal crisis. Host must immediately, at any cost, prepare for confrontation. To be or not to be. Hangs by a thread. Nüwa. Heavenly Tao momentum. You want my legs to pave your sage path? Then come. Let's see if you, the sage following the heavenly Tao, are stronger. Or I, the North Sea Xuan Gui who seeks to break laws with force and defy fate, am tougher. I'm fine, Xiaoya. It's just that this northern abyss cold fiend is too overbearing. Precise control is really hard. The Saint Sovereign, inside, must be cultivating even more powerful divine abilities. I can't be too useless either. How can a restless heart accomplish anything? Saint Sovereign, the northern abyss cold fiend, though its nature is fierce. Water can carry a boat, but also overturn it. You are a Jiren, born close to water. Why not try using your own water spirit as a guide, and proceed slowly, instead of forcing a shape? Success. Thank you, Saint Sovereign, for your guidance. This girl, I crossed over here, deeply aware of the cruelties of the primordial world. I originally planned to mind my own business and lie low until Invincible. But Shi Yao's appearance, and later that fierce dog, Shuiwa, at least kept my pagoda warning active. Warning. Detected severe energy collapse at Buzhou Mountain, the core pillar of the primordial world. World stability parameters plummeting. Associated heavenly Tao order chain showing signs of rupture. Major plot node. Heaven collapses northwest. Countdown to eruption has begun. Estimated scope, entire primordial world. Primary plane linkage. Fatal crisis. Nüwa incoming. Trigger probability, 99.9%. Host must immediately enter highest combat readiness. Saint Sovereign, Shi Yao, seal the outer perimeter immediately. From this moment, all early warning formations switch to return to origin mode. You and Xiaoya retreat to the communication array. Without my order. Do not take a single step out. Also do not attempt to cultivate any heart technique. Just calm your mind and focus. Yes, Saint Sovereign. System. Set trigger conditions on the Great Tao Concealment Talisman. Sage and malicious lock-on instructions. Confirm. Great Tao Concealment Talisman preloaded into quick launch sequence. Beginning full self-check of defense system. Xianwang indestructible body. State perfect. 9 revolutions protective divine light. State. 8th revolution peak. Northern abyss cold fiend. Fusion complete. Karma. Obscuration technique running continuously. Seclusion barrier. Energy supply 100%. All subsystems operating normally. First, merit. My 4 limbs. Nüwa. You want to use my body to complete your sage merit? But you don't know that the fate of me, Chu Feng, is no longer something the heavenly Tao can easily manipulate. This game has only just begun. North Sea Xuan Gui. Chu Feng. Buzhou. Mountain. Azure Heavens Fracture. Primordial World in Calamity. All beings blood and chi. Myriad spirits blood chi. This is a great tribulation of heaven and earth. It is also the foundation of boundless merits. Your 4 limbs, endowed with the heavy fortune of Xianwang, have the ability to support heaven and connect earth. They should fulfill this heavenly mandate, proclaiming heaven's might and covering all beings. This is your destiny, and it is your glory. Sacrifice the Saint Sovereign to complete the so-called greater picture. On what grounds? No, you cannot. The Saint Sovereign will not agree. Please leave. You insignificant ant, how dare you discuss the heavenly mandate? Sister Xiao. You do not know your place. A sage has arrived. I have failed to welcome you from afar, but injuring my people at my doorstep. Taoist Nüwa, should you not give me an explanation? To go against heaven's way is to seek death. I shall immediately annihilate both of you, body and soul, as a display of compassion. What a fine display of compassion. Then, sage, this so-called following heaven, is it forcibly taking another's Tao body to achieve your own merits? That seems different from the Tao I understand. Your four limbs were born to answer the tribulation. They are meant to be a pillar of heaven. This is the cycle of the heavenly Tao, the fixed number of cause and effect. Chu Feng, do not bring ruin upon yourself. Offer up your four limbs, and I will allow your true spirit to enter reincarnation. One day, you may have a chance to reascend the immortal path. If you remain stubborn and unrepentant, I will turn this North Sea abyss and you into dust of chaos. It seems there is no room for discussion. In that case, allow me to experience firsthand whether a sage's methods truly match the words heavenly mandate. Incorrigible. 9-turn Bodhi. Divine light first. Biming's cold Sha. Freeze the void. Empower my body. Stop. He actually blocked it? Return of the Northern Abyss. Xianwang reversal. A strike from a sage. I, Chu, have received it. Now, this is my arena. Sage Nüwa, there is one thing I do not understand. I hope the sage can enlighten me. The sage constantly speaks of heavenly mandate and fixed fate, saying that my four limbs are meant to be a pillar of heaven. I am foolish. So I dare ask the sage, who determined this heavenly mandate? The heavenly Tao is impartial. Its operation orderly. All things have their fixed numbers. This is the truth of the great Tao. Why ask more? If its operation is orderly, then why did Buzhou Mountain collapse? In the fixed tribulation of the sky tilts northwest. Why must I be sacrificed? I, the North Sea mystic turtle, who has no causal connection to this tribulation. To make up for it, where is the merit? And where is the order? Or is this so-called heavenly mandate nothing more than you, sage, or perhaps the heavenly Tao itself, forcibly imposing a destiny on me to resolve the calamity at the smallest cost? Because sacrificing me costs the least, while the reward, the massive merit of mending heaven, is greatest. Am I wrong? Presumptuous. How dare you speculate on heaven's mind, slandering the heavenly Tao? Am I speculating? Or is it the sage who feels guilty? You, a sage, do things of robbery and plunder. Yet you insist on cloaking them in the glorious mantle of heavenly mandate, demanding I give up my Tao body, cultivated with such hardship, while casually granting only the charity of letting my true spirit enter reincarnation. What essential difference is there between this and the demonic path of the law of the jungle you speak of? It's just that you're stronger. So your so-called way becomes the heavenly mandate. What do you know? Saving the world and rescuing all beings. The merits are boundless. It saves countless lives in the primordial world, sacrificing the self, completing the greater self. This is supreme compassion. What a fine supreme compassion. Then let me ask the sage, are their lives not part of those countless beings? When you raised your hand to kill them just now, where was your compassion then? They obstructed the sage's arrival, offended heaven's majesty. They brought destruction upon themselves. Ah, what a fine offended heaven's majesty. What a fine brought destruction upon themselves. So in the sage's eyes, defending oneself and protecting one's loved ones is offending heaven's majesty and deserves death, while you, to seize my Tao body, destroy my path. That, instead, is following the heavenly mandate. That is supreme compassion? Nüwa, put away this hypocritical rhetoric of yours. Your way is almsgiving from on high. Sacrifice calculated after weighing benefits. You have never regarded us as beings equal to you. In your eyes, we are merely tools or materials for you to achieve your sage path and regulate heaven and earth. You are lying. Whether I am lying, the sage knows in her own heart. You want to use my body to perfect your merits. Fine, your sage path. Then show me your true ability. Break through this turtle shell of mine and take it openly and honorably. Why put on this pitiful, compassionate, heaven-avenging posture? It's disgusting. My life, my path. They are mine, not heaven's, and certainly not yours. If you want my four limbs, then come fight. Chu Feng, you have successfully angered me. Heaven and earth reversed, laws reshaped. Saint Sovereign System, maximum power, maintain barrier. Causal concealment art, full interference. Red embroidered ball, locked. Command confirmed. Energy output, maximize causal interference. Field activated. Xianhuang is foundation, bearing the primordial world. 9 revolutions, boundless. All spells repelled. Buried in the abyss. Frozen domain. Power pierces the 9 heavens. I alone am supreme. The map of mountains and rivers. It cannot suppress the red embroidered ball. It actually returned without effect. This mystic turtle's defense is truly that strong. It not only blocked it, but even managed to counterattack. Good, very good, North Sea mystic turtle. Let's see how long that shell of yours can hold. What other tricks do you have? Bring them all on. I, Chu, will see this through to the end. With my sacred blood, I sacrifice to the firmament. Evolve creation. Remold heaven and earth. Saint Sovereign now. Xianhuang reverse flow. 9-turn surge. You dare wound my sage body? What's this? Aren't sages supreme? Don't they act on behalf of heaven? So a sage's blood is red too. And it can feel surprise and pain when wounded by an ant. Chu Feng, do not be so smug. Just now, I merely underestimated the backlash from that shell of yours. A sage's might. Can you possibly fathom it? Do I need to fathom it? Just now, the sage used sacred blood sacrifice, divine light of creation, and all sorts of ambush techniques, yet still couldn't take down this turtle hiding its head. Or perhaps, besides relying on so-called heavenly mandate and realm suppression. Actually, you are not as all-powerful as you imagine. Arrogant. I am a heaven-ordained saint. I govern creation. I regulate the universe. You are merely a cultivator hiding in the North Sea. How could you know the vastness of the heavenly Tao? The sage's heart is like an abyss. The heavenly Tao is vast. The sage's heart is like an abyss. Then I ask you, Nüwa, you constantly claim to act for the myriad beings of the primordial world, to mend the heavens and save the world. Then tell me, that Xuan Gui you killed to replace me, is he not one of the myriad beings of the primordial world? His life, his Tao? What are they in the face of your so-called compassion and righteousness? His wails. Did you ever hear them? His despair. Did you ever care? See, you cannot answer, because in your calculations, he was merely the price, a defective product, a being you could sacrifice at will to make up for the accident caused by me, another existence, your merits, your sage path. From the very beginning were built on plunder and sacrifice. You argue with me about the great Tao, about right and wrong, yet you cannot even view the most basic life as equal. Your Tao was crooked from the start. Shut up. Do not spread heresies here to confuse the masses. Disturb my Tao heart. Disturb your Tao heart. It is because your Tao heart was never stable. You became a saint by virtue of merits, not through your own enlightenment. That is why you are so fixated on perfect mending heaven merits, so eager to take my 4 limbs. Because you fear. Fear that your merits are incomplete, your sage foundation unstable. Fear that your seat as a saint is not secure. You lie? Ha! Whether it's a lie. You know best in your heart. Nüwa, look at yourself now. Embarrassed, furious, even a little pitiful. Driven to this point by an ant you look down upon. How does it feel? Chu Feng, I will surely tear you into 10,000 pieces. Your true spirit cast into the 9 netherworlds, never to be reborn for eternity. Then try again. Let's see if you tear me apart first, or my primordial world's #1 turtle shell first shatters your lofty sages, Tao heart into pieces, and drains your sage blood dry. Xianhuang reversal. 9-cycle counterflow. Get back. My sage blood. You. How does a sage's blood taste? Isn't it not so sacred after all? I, Nüwa, future heavenly Tao saint. Actually, before a North Sea Xuan Gui, who isn't even a quasi-saint, suffered such a great loss. My sage blood and even my Tao heart have been shaken. No, I cannot stay any longer. Otherwise, I will only lose all face. Chu Feng, today's humiliation, I will engrave it in my heart. When I succeed in mending the heavens, and my saint path is secure, I will surely annihilate both your body and soul. Because the once invincible Saint Nüwa, who came with the momentum of the heavenly Tao, was actually driven away, chased away by the Saint Sovereign's scolding, and even wounded. Saint Sovereign, we won. You are too formidable. We only won this round. He won't let it go easily. And now that he's gone, he will surely find allies. Then what do we do? No matter. When soldiers come, we block with generals. When water comes, we dam with earth. Well done. Go rest first. Recover from your injuries. I also need to regulate my breathing. Rest assured, I am here. Xiaoya, don't be afraid. I will help you heal. Saint Sovereign, it's nothing. A simple effort. Xiao, your perception is also not shallow. Don't just focus on Xiaola, Saint Sovereign. Xiao. Feng Han, facing a saint. Are you afraid? Afraid, but more afraid that something will happen to you, Saint Sovereign. As long as I can protect you, Saint Sovereign, Xiao, fears nothing. I know your loyalty. After this storm passes, I will teach you higher mystical methods to help you raise your cultivation. Thank you, Saint Sovereign. If this beast is not eliminated, the primordial world will know no peace. Taoist Tongtian. That North Sea Xingui, Chu Feng, not only defies the will of heaven, obstructs the great work of mending the heavens, but also relies on an evil defense, insults a saint, and destroys my Tao heart. If this beast is not eliminated, the primordial world will not be at peace. I ask you, Taoist, to take action. With the might of the immortal slaying sword formation, break his turtle shell, rectify the heavenly Tao, and display divine power. Oh, even you, Taoist Nüwa, could not deal with him, and were even injured by him? Interesting. I am becoming more and more curious about this North Sea Xingui. Very well, I will make a trip. Let's see if his shell is harder. Or my immortal slaying sword. Warning, enemy arrival. Extremely high-intensity destruction law detected. Target coalescing. Locking onto immortal slaying sword formation projection. Threat level, extreme. Xiao, Xiaoya, gather your minds. Guard your spiritual platform. No matter what happens, do not come out. Taoist Chu Feng, I am Tongtian, entrusted by Taoist Nüwa. I have come to experience your divine abilities. Taoist Tongtian, you are the true lineage of Pangu, carefree beyond the world. Why trouble yourself to wade into this muddy water? The karma between Nüwa and me began with her seizing and plundering. You, Taoist, do not understand the truth, and yet you are about to strike? Right and wrong. I have no interest in. I only know that Taoist Nüwa claims your defense is unparalleled. Even she found it difficult to break, and that you spoke insolently, insulting a saint. In my life, I only love the sword Tao. Today I have come, only to test whether your primordial world's top turtle shell lives up to its reputation, to see if it can withstand the edge of my immortal slaying sword formation. Since that's the case, then I, Chu, can only risk my life to accompany you, sir. But blades and swords are blind. If by carelessness I injure your dignity, I hope you will forgive me. Good, refreshing. Then let me see whether your skills are as tough as your mouth. Xian Huang, indestructible. 9-cycle body protection. North Sea return and conceal. Lizzie empowerment. System, analyzing sword light energy composition. Searching for optimal defense node. Prepare to activate the Great Tao Shielding Talisman. Analysis, target energy structure is extremely condensed. Contains high-level destruction law. Standard energy neutralization efficiency below 10%. Recommended plan, break surface with point. Concentrate defense. Guide deflection. Great Tao shield not ready. The Saint Sovereign actually blocked it, although it was just a casual strike. But your turtle shell indeed lives up to its reputation. Pity it only blocked one strike. It is far from enough. Taoist Chu Feng. My immortal slaying sword formation, when all 4 swords are deployed, can display its true power. In the next strike, I will no longer hold back. Wait, Taoist Qingtian. You came to test your sword. I, Chu, understand. But please grant me a moment to settle these 2 little ones. They are innocent. Don't be afraid. Saint Sovereign, no? We want to stay with you. Be obedient, live well. Taoist Tongtian, please be responsible. I shall grant you a swift death. Taoist, forgive my offense. This is a matter of heavenly Tao, and also the direction of my sword path. Please receive my immortal slaying sword formation. Oh, come, let me see whether it's the immortal slaying sword halberd transformed from the Panga banner, or my tortoise shell is harder. Xian Huang is shield. Indestructibility as foundation. 9 cycles, infinite. Protect my true spirit. Northern Abyss returns to concealment. Absorb all myriad powers, the great Tao of force. Empower my body. System, all energy routed to defense command. Confirm energy overload output. All defense modules overloaded. Warning, barrier durability dropping sharply, 80%, 60%. Blocked. The Saint Sovereign blocked it. How is this possible? I struck with full force using the immortal slaying sword formation. Yet it was actually blocked. Such defense. Unheard of, unseen. In the primordial world, what person could receive the immortal slaying sword formation and not die? Even if it's a projection, it is by no means something a quasi-sage can block. Peak Master. The Saint Sovereign, he He held on. He really withstood it. The Saint Sovereign is fine. Great. Daoist Chu Feng, I have lost. Daoist Tongtian, what do you mean? You and I, we haven't yet determined life and death, have we? Your immortal slaying sword formation indeed lives up to its reputation. It nearly actually split my tortoiseshell open. No need to put on a brave front, and no need to be overly modest. I came here. First, entrusted by Nüwa, to break your defense. Second, to verify my own sword path, to test your edge. Now, I have already used the power of the immortal slaying sword formation's projection. Although it is not my true body in person, the formation diagram fully activated. But this one strike. Below the level of a Hunyuan sage, I am confident no one could block it. However, Daoist, not only did you block it, but at the final moment, with a heavily wounded body, you stirred your origin, and executed that profound method of countershock. Even my sword intent was dissipated by it. Such means, such tenacity. I am convinced, both in heart and mouth, if we were to continue fighting, unless my true body descends with the complete immortal slaying sword formation, to engage in an unending struggle to the death with you. Moreover, Daoist, at the critical moment of life and death, you still did not forget to expend effort to protect your followers. Such a sense of responsibility and bearing, I admire. Today I, Tongtian, with the sword in my hand, and with the immortal slaying sword formation as witness, declare that Daoist Chu Feng's defense, his divine ability, among those below the Hunyuan sage, may be called the best in the primordial world. No one can surpass it. This is no empty boast. It is my personal experience. I submit. Did you hear that? Xiaoye, the Saint Tongtian. He personally acknowledged it. The Saint Sovereign is #1 in defense below the Sage realm. The primordial world acknowledges him as the best. The Saint Sovereign is the strongest. Daoist Tongtian flatters me. I, Chu, merely rely on a bit of innate foundation, and a little willfulness born of fearing death, just barely surviving in this world. If we speak of the ability to kill, attack, and penetrate heaven and earth, your sword path, Daoist, is the pinnacle of the primordial world. In the future, you will surely reach an even higher level, thanks to the Supreme Tao. Ha ha ha, Daoist, no need to be so modest. This willfulness of yours from fearing death has actually made my fearless killing return with its feathers clipped. Today's battle, though I did not achieve full success, could not break your shield. It still allowed me to witness what is the ultimate of defense. What is absolute defense? For my offensive sword path, I have already gained insight by analogy, greatly inspired. This is a strand of my pure peace sword chi origin, although it primarily governs killing, yet extremes reverse. It contains infinite vitality within. It can help you, Daoist. Stabilize your injuries. Repair your Tao foundation. This cause and effect, I will remember. As for Daoist Nüwa's side, I will naturally inform her truthfully. This matter is no longer something she can force. Thank you, Daoist, for the grace of giving the sword to heal my injuries. This kindness, Chu Feng also remembers. No need to thank me. In the future, when I have leisure, I may come to bother you again, to sit and discuss the Tao with you. Farewell. Successfully resisted attack from immortal slaying sword formation projection, and received personal acknowledgement from Saint Tongtian. Prestige shakes the primordial world. Reward obtained. Array origin comprehension. Array origin comprehension greatly increases host's understanding of formations and comprehension ability. Able to analyze, deduce, optimize, and even create formations, especially effective for defensive formations, can be combined with existing seclusion barrier and innate custom comprehension ability to perform comprehensive upgrade and enhancement. Array origin comprehension, good stuff. Just right to repair and strengthen this tortoise shell of mine that was nearly shattered. After this battle, my barrier should be able to reach a new level. This Tongtian, he is overbearing, truly overbearing, but straightforward and quite open and honorable. He is someone worth befriending. Tongtian actually failed as well, and he personally admitted it. That Chu Feng's defense is unparalleled in the primordial world. Useless, all useless. The matter of mending heaven cannot be delayed any longer. Chu Feng, this matter will not end here. Become a sage in my place. I will make you pay the price. Since I cannot marry into your 4 tribes, then I will use this same clan as a substitute. Although it is a second-rate product, merit greatly reduced, but still enough to support heaven and earth. Forgive me, but I will take that step. With your body, prop up the gap in heaven. Boundless merit, go. Chu Feng, all because of you. You harmed me. Merit is incomplete. The chance of victory is unstable. This enmity is as deep as the heavens. Merit incomplete. Human path unstable. In the end, it falls short. Cutting corners is not the true path. As expected, a substitute was used after all. It seems he was greatly provoked by Daoist Chu Meng. That North Sea Xingui actually really could block Tongtian's immortal slaying sword formation. Even Nüwa could do nothing to him. Forced to use a substitute. This guy is remarkable. A variable, a true variable. The primordial world structure may change because of him. Amitba, Sage Nüwa's merit is incomplete. Pity, that Chu Feng actually has such divine power. Senior brother, this child has affinity with our Western cult. If we can convert him to our Western cult, why worry about not achieving great prosperity? Tai, the primordial world has actually produced such a figure. He has successively defeated 2 future sages, Nüwa and Tongtian. The matter is already done. We cannot easily make an enemy of him. Big brother, why boost others' morale? Strong defense? So what? My Eastern Emperor Bell is both offense and defense. It might just crack his shell. Ha ha ha. Good, a North Sea Xuan Gui. To make those 2 hypocritical sages suffer. Delightful. Pity it wasn't me who rammed him. Otherwise I'd definitely share a drink with him. It's over. Even the sages can't do anything to him. My dragon clan, why do we ever provoke him? Chu Feng. Have you heard? That great Xuan Gui of the North Sea survived the immortal slaying sword formation. Saint Tongtian himself praised his defense as unmatched in the primordial world. More than that, even Saint Nüwa tried to use him to reach Tongtian, but failed. She was forced to use a substitute. Her merit halved. Sovereign Chu Feng. This is a true hidden great power. He does not seek sagehood, nor does he incur karmic ties. Yet even the sages can do nothing to him. Saint Sovereign, you truly succeeded. Even the sages only barely held on. If not for Taoist Tongtian holding back at the end and gifting me Sword Qi to heal, the consequences would have been dire. Not in Xiao's heart. The Saint Sovereign is the most formidable. Saint Sovereign, now the entire primordial world is singing your praises. Merely empty fame, just a tall tree catches the wind. After this incident, those who set their sights on me will only be more and stronger. No. So we cannot slack off. Xiao, your protective heart is commendable, but your cultivation still needs improvement. Xiaoya, your kidney qi talent is unique, and there is room for growth. This is the subsequent cultivation method I deduced and optimized, based on your respective characteristics, combined with what I gained this time. Cultivate diligently, and in the future you may truly become my protectors. Thank you for your grace, Saint Sovereign. We shall not disappoint your expectations. Though Nüwa has temporarily receded, enmity has been forged. Tongtian seems friendly, but his depths are unknown. The other sages and great powers have surely taken note of me as well. The waters of the primordial world grow deeper and deeper. Detected, host reputation significantly enhanced. Influence in primordial world expanded. Hidden achievement triggered. Primordial agility, beginner. Achievement reward obtained. Fortune blessing, minor innate restrictions. Comprehension improved. Fame isn't all bad. At least it can gather a thread of fortune. The urgent task is to use this formation, the origin insight and innate restriction comprehension, to turn this secluded place of mine into the truest turtle shell of the primordial world. Let the outside world stir with storms. I remain unmoved, silently developing. Xiaoya, do you feel it? It seems. The whole world is weeping. Outside is so terrifying, as if it's about to shatter. Not as if, it has already begun to shatter. The cataclysm of Sorcerer and Yatsu, the final battle, has erupted at the site of Buzhou Mountain. That pillar that supported heaven and earth. It truly fell. Sorcerer and Yatsu cataclysm. This karma entwined with the primordial world for countless culpas. Its final battle has erupted at the site of Buzhou Mountain. Heaven and earth overturn. Starting from this moment. Saint Sovereign, will this place be affected? Will the North Sea also be filled with calamitous chi, covering the entire main plane of the primordial world, reaching everywhere without exception? Naturally, this place cannot remain completely isolated. But as long as this barrier still stands, as long as I, Chu Feng, sit guard here, even the destruction storm at the cataclysm's core cannot easily reach this place, since the two of you cannot calm your hearts and make progress. Then come with me to witness firsthand the end of this old era, the most tragic scene of the primordial world. Witness, indeed. Let you understand what it means that the heavenly Tao is merciless, what it means that the general trend is irresistible, what it means before absolute power in the end, the fragility and insignificance of life. For your future Tao heart, this may not be a kind of tempering. 36 Heavenly Methods. Insight into the heavens. Observation of the universe. Turning of origins. Sword opening. So, this is a cataclysm? So tragic. Dead. So many dead. The wheel of fate rolls forward relentlessly. Imperial Lord Tai, you ruled the heavenly court for countless culpas, yet ultimately could not escape this calamity. Pitiful, lamentable. However, Cataclysm is also the time of fate's reshaping, your lifebound treasures, containing the mysteries of heaven's creation, the governance of chaos. If they perish with you, or fall into the schemes of certain existences, that would be a terrible waste. The river map and the Luo script, manifesting the heavenly Tao, arranging all things. Such supreme treasures are exactly right for me to comprehend celestial secrets and stabilize my own path, especially the Luo script, full of spiritual nature. It may take the first step. Stabilize the formation. Converge star power to the central palace. River map and Luo script. Deduce a path of survival for us. AI. Yatsa hatred. The time has come. Spiritual treasures have spirit. They seek their own way out. By rights, they should come into my hands. 72. Earthly methods. That skill with the sword. Sun and moon within the gourd. A sleeve that holds the cosmos. Saint Sovereign, you just snatched back the Luo script from billions of miles away? No, it came to me of its own accord. I merely provided it a safe haven. Every sip and peck is predestined. The Luo script has come. The chaos bell cannot be far behind. Brother, the heavenly court's warriors die not today. Follow me, kill. Yeah, bring your life. Today it is still I who will shatter that broken bell. Ha 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 ha. Heavenly Tao, how unjust. No brother, no lord. Yatsa hatred. I see flames rush. The single lineage of the Yatsu shall never be cut off. Here comes the real tough bone. A sleeve that holds the cosmos, swallowing heaven and earth. Xianhuang is the guide. Stabilize. Good. Worthy of the chaos bell. But today you are destined to fall into my hands. System auxiliary. Analyzing energy structure. Enhancement applied. Divine ability power command confirmed. Energy output maximized. Divine ability structure optimization analysis. Target resistance frequency analysis complete. Suggestion. Use the great Tao of strength to forcibly suppress. Assisted by Xianhuang Mother Qi to pacify. The great Tao of strength annihilates all laws. Xianhuang Mother Qi encompasses all things. For me, collect. One of the three creation treasures of chaos, wielding time and space, suppressing the primordial chaos, truly worthy of its fame. Even with Imperial Lord Tai dead, the Pangu imprint and creation merit within it make refining it as difficult as ascending to heaven. Just as I thought, without a special method, to achieve initial refinement would probably require the water-grinding work of several kalpas. And after the cataclysm, the age of sages truly begins. Variables increase. I don't have that much time for slow grinding. Detected. Host, in the final stage of the Sorcery Yatsu cataclysm, successfully seized the key innate supreme treasure of the heavenly Tao, the Chaos Bell. Eastern Emperor Bell, River Map, Luo Script. Matches core main quest. Reverse destiny, seize opportunity. Super premium reward obtained. Preliminary refinement method for the Chaos Bell. A special sacrifice refining secret art from an unknown origin. Contains a unique mantra of the Chaos Resonance art. Can resonate with the Pangu imprint within, as well as the heaven creation merits. Reducing rejection. 2. Core structure analysis diagram. Clearly marks the core of the first 3 layers. The structure and key points of the structure, reaching the core. 3. Time-space imprint art. Assists by imprinting one's own divine sense into the structure. Using this method can greatly shorten the initial refining time. Estimated reduction of 99%. Rapidly mastering the basic might of the Chaos Bell. Bell sound dominion, chaos protection, time-space imprisonment, etc. To fully refine the 36 layers of restrictions. Still requires corresponding cultivation, at least Hunyuan. The Luo golden immortal, and tremendous fortune. Good. System, you truly have never let me down. With this method to handle the Chaos Bell, I now truly have the confidence to maneuver before the sages, and even counterattack. Xiao, are you here? Saint Sovereign, I must go into seclusion immediately, to refine it with full force. During this time, no mistakes are allowed. You two will guard me. At the same time, you may use this place. where the Tao resonance and spiritual energy, intensified by the descent of the supreme treasure, are growing ever richer to cultivate. Especially you, Xiao. Try to comprehend the scattered starlight and water rhymes of the Luoshu. It should benefit your profound water concentration heart art. Yes, Xiao understands. I will not disappoint the Saint Sovereign. Guarding the Saint Sovereign. Xiaoyu, do you feel it? The aura around the Saint Sovereign is growing more and more profound. That bell seems to have come alive. The bell is breathing together with the Saint Sovereign. So terrifying, yet so warm. Is this a primordial treasure? Just a trace of its overflowing aura has given me new insights into the profound water concentration heart art. The starlight emitted by the Luoshu also seems to have become more gentle. In my name, Xianhuang is silver. Chaos is foundation. Time and space is witness. Divine stone imprint, complete. Heavens. This bell sound, the entire North Sea seems to have been soothed. It sounds good, comforting. The seawater is singing. Congratulations, host. Successfully completed initial refinement of Chaos Bell Core Restrictions Layers 1 to 3. Officially become the new master of the Chaos Bell. Primary mastery of basic authority. Bell Sound Dominion. Currently covers the North Sea in a small range. Calms earth, water, fire, and wind. Stabilizes space. Suppresses spiritual energy. Invulnerable to all spells. Chaos Protection. Passively enhances self and related defenses, such as seclusion barrier strength. Contains chaos properties. Can wear down and assimilate most attack energy. Time-space imprisonment, nascent form. Can initially invoke the time-space laws within the bell. Applies brief time-space stasis to an extremely small area. Requires massive mana support. Hosts overall combat strength evaluation. Greatly enhanced defense system. Upgraded to Chaos Xianhuang Indestructible Bulwark. Haha, good. With the Chaos Bell in hand. Only now has this primordial world, Hunyuan, truly earned a place for me, Chu Feng. From now on, the sky is high and the sea is vast, and I can roam freely. Nüwa, who shook the heavens, and the other sages who lie high above the 9 layers of clouds. Now I finally have enough confidence to have a proper debate with you all about the great Tao, to distinguish right from wrong. The 2 little girls were stunned. Saint Sovereign. Your bell, just now the entire North Sea. It was incredible. This is truly a means to remake the cosmos. Saint Sovereign, great bell, powerful, safe. Don't panic. This is caused by the new master of the Chaos Bell repaying and nourishing the world. The bell's dominion over eons can calm earth, water, fire, and wind, and stabilize a corner of the cosmos. From this day forward, the North Sea shall be my Wu Taoist field, as stable as chaos, as firm as Xinhuang. As long as you are within this realm, you receive my protection. I will follow the Saint Sovereign forever. Xiao will remember this. To be able to follow the Saint Sovereign is the eternal fortune of Xiao. With the North Sea as the foundation, Xianhuang as the shield, and the Chaos Bell as the spear. My Tao is finally about to truly set sail. Hongjun, all sages. And the elusive heavenly Tao. Are you ready? Although the Chaos Bell has initially acknowledged its master, to wield it as easily as an arm directing a hand still requires time and effort. Nüwa's retreat this time will surely not be the end. When she comes again, she will likely not come alone. I need greater power, a more stable foundation. Saint Sovereign, outside the barrier, a Taoist requests an audience. He calls himself Fushi and claims to be the elder brother of the Sage Nüwa. Fushi? He actually came seeking me out of his own accord. If it's a blessing, it's not a curse. If it's a curse, it cannot be avoided. Xiao, invite him in. Be respectful. Yes, Saint Sovereign. Fushi pays respects to Taoist friend Chu Feng. Friend, by resisting the sage's might at the North Sea, taking the shadow of the immortal slaying sword head on, and even receiving an elixir from senior brother Tai Ching, your fame has spread throughout the primordial world. Having met you today, I see that your reputation is well-deserved. Taoist friend Fushi flatters me. May I ask what brings you here? If it is about your sister's matter, you need not worry. My younger sister's actions are overly stubborn. Heaven-mandated couple though we are, even as her elder brother, I find it hard to dissuade her. I have come, not for her affair, but for my own Tao, and also for the human ancestor. Born of heaven and earth, walking a difficult path. I would be glad to hear the details. To be honest, friend, today I deduced and perceived the heavenly secrets. Though the human race is born weak, their spirituality is hidden, fortune gathers, and they subtly take on the posture of a dormant dragon in the abyss. Nüwa created humans and became a sage, but because her merits were incomplete, her sage foundation is unstable. Moreover, her mind is not on them, so she neglects guiding the human race, leaving them to fend for themselves. Do you mean that humanity lacks a spirit? A symbol that can condense their faith and guide their fortune? Nüwa has already seen human nature, and you, friend, are exceedingly powerful, not inferior to the heavenly Tao sages. Your bloodline foundation is deep. What is even rarer? I sense from your aura that you also resonate with the elusive human path's fortune. You have sharp eyes, friend. I do feel that connection, but I do not know where to begin. Establishing a sect, like the Three Pure Ones and the Western cult? Establishing a sect is the path of heavenly Dao sages, with many constraints. And the opportunities have already been divided. Your path, friend, should be more transcendent. Why not manifest as a totem? A totem does not establish a sect or take disciples. Instead, it uses a symbol, a mark, to reflect across the hearts of billions of humans, projected across the void into the hearts of billions of the human race. Only protection, guiding them towards self-strengthening. Human faith will naturally converge, and fortune will come spontaneously. Then the human path's fortune will deepen, and your Dao foundation will be more stable, giving you more strength to contend with the many gods. Excellent. A totem. Excellent. A metaphor. Taoist friend Fuxi, these words of yours are like parting the clouds to see the sun, like clouds parting to reveal the sun. It has suddenly enlightened this Chu. Taoist has agreed. This matter is beneficial to me, and beneficial to humanity, and will make certain people feel like a fishbone stuck in the throat. Why wouldn't I do it? I will establish this totem. Since I have decided to establish this totem, I must do it openly and righteously. Let all beings of the primordial world, especially those few, all see. I request Taoists to use the primordial 8 trigrams technique to help me imprint the totem, spread across the sea of human hearts. It should be so. Taoist, please go ahead and act. Fuxi is willing to use the primordial 8 trigrams technique to help Taoist imprint the totem upon the sea of hearts of billions of humans. Is this a heavenly auspicious sign? You truly are willing to protect us weak and small beings? I am Xuan Gui of the North Sea, Chu Feng. Feeling that you humans were born between heaven and earth and walk with difficulty, I am willing to use this body as a totem to stabilize your fortune, to protect your peace. What price must we pay? Offerings and sacrifices? No sacrifices needed. No offerings sought. This totem seeks no profit. Only wish for your faith to converge and transform into the power that propels humanity forward. Those who believe in me shall receive Xuanhuan's protection, dispelling evil and avoiding misfortune. Those who think of me can illuminate their heart and see their nature and strive tirelessly for self-improvement. Really? Will there really be a divine spirit protecting us? It is not a divine spirit, but a fellow traveler on the Tao. I make a covenant with you. With my body, I stabilize your fortune. With your thoughts, I transform my Tao. This is the path of symbiosis and mutual prosperity. This is a great opportunity. The Xuan Gui Saint Sovereign is willing to use his body as your totem. Such breadth of mind. Rare in the primordial world. What are you still hesitating for? Saint Sovereign's compassion. Our tribe is willing to venerate the Xuan Gui totem. Willing to venerate the Xuan Gui totem. Thank you for your compassion, Saint Sovereign. This is the fortune of the human Tao, warm and vast, full of vitality and resilience. Wonderful. Fortune comes of itself. This is the choice of the true essence of the human Tao. Taoist, how do you feel? Like drinking jade nectar, like bathing in a spring breeze. I can feel the bottleneck in my cultivation is loosening. Chu Feng, get out here. Sage Nüwa has returned after leaving. Why such great anger? Could it be that you haven't drunk enough of the North Sea waters from last time? Want to taste it again? Cease your sharp tongue. You have stolen my fortune. Established that damn totem. Bewitched the newly born humanity. Such behavior. What difference is it from the demonic path? Do you really think I can do nothing to your turtle shell? Stealing from a sage? That statement is mistaken. You created humans and became a sage, yet abandoned them and paid no heed. Left them to fend for themselves. I saw their struggle to survive and felt compassion in my heart. Established a totem to grant them protection, neither seeking offerings nor taking faith, only wishing for them to strive tirelessly. How can you speak of stealing? And how can you speak of bewitching? You are twisting words and arguing fallaciously. I am the Saint Mother of humanity. Its fortune naturally belongs to me. You meddled. That is acting against heaven. Stealing my authority. Saint Mother? What a lofty Saint Mother you are. Ask yourself honestly. Ever since you became a sage, have you ever given any real protection to humanity? Now that you see I have established a totem and gathered fortune, you jump out to accuse Nüwa? Your sage's heart. Can it only accommodate the heavenly mandate that benefits you? Yet cannot accommodate these living beings that you created with your own hands? The operation of the heavenly Tao has its own principles. Humanity must undergo trials to grow. How could someone as opportunistic as you understand? Haha, trials to grow, well said. Sages truly are good at calculating. Using others' suffering to fulfill your own Tao. Humanity is willing to venerate my totem. Fortune comes of itself. This is the choice of the human Tao, the will of all beings. If you have the ability, then make humanity willingly abandon this totem of mine, and again honor you as their mother, instead of raging here in impotence. Chu Feng, do you truly think I cannot break your turtle shell? If the sage wishes to fight, Chu Feng will see it through to the end. But I wonder if the sage's newly stabilized sage position can withstand being damaged again? If, like last time, blood stains the sea, I'm afraid it would be even more unsightly for your face. Very well, Chu Feng. I will remember this. In the future, I will settle the full account with you. Successfully intimidated Sage Nüwa. Defended the Hunyuan Dao Totem. Hunyuan Dao fortune recognition significantly increased. Convergence speed increased by 50%. Hunyuan Dao favor raised to ultimate. Acquired special status, Saint's Trace. Heavenly Dao Sage's level of fear toward host increased. Probability of active provocation reduced, but potential hostility increased. Saint's Trace and fear, that's good. Only by making them fear me can I gain this precious development time. The Hunyuan Dao has only just begun. Saint Sovereign, Sage Nüwa will likely not let this rest. Moreover, you established a totem, stirring such great Hunyuan Dao fortune. Will it attract the covetousness of other beings? Xiao, do you know? Sometimes, if you make enough noise, it becomes safer instead. Why? Look at the most top existences in the primordial world now. Other than you, Saint Sovereign, there are the several future heavenly Dao sages, the 3 pure ones, and the 2 from the west. Exactly. I established a totem to gather Hunyuan Dao fortune. In their eyes, it is a variable, also an opportunity, especially the 3 pure ones. They carry the Hongming purple chi. Their opportunity to become sages was already fated, only missing a suitable catalyst. Heavenly Dao above. I am Laozi, incarnated from the primordial spirit of Pangu, the first disciple of Dao ancestor Hongjun. Now in the primordial world, all beings cultivate with difficulty. Humanity is destined to flourish. I hereby establish a sect, named Human. Using the primordial supreme treasure Taiji diagram to suppress the fortune of the human sect. Human sect's power. This is, look. The opportunity has come. The Hunyuan Dao fortune was stirred by me. The heavenly Dao responded. Humanity's status has been clarified. Laozi established the human sect. Naturally and logically. Merit and virtue are complete. Heavenly Dao above. I am Yuan Shi Tianzuan, incarnated from the primordial spirit of Pangu. Now I establish a sect, named Chan, expounding the heavenly Dao, following heaven and responding to humanity. Using the primordial supreme treasure Pangu banner to suppress the fortune of the Chan cult. Chan cult's power. The Chan cult follows heaven's will. This indeed suits the nature of Taoist Yuan Shi. Heavenly Dao above. I am Shangqing Tantian, incarnated from the primordial spirit of Pangu. Now I establish a sect, named Jia, cutting out a sliver of life from the heavenly Dao. Teaching without discrimination, using the immortal slaying sword formation to suppress the fortune of the Jia sect. The Jia sect is established. The 3 pure ones, all 3 masters have become sages. Now do you understand? I established a totem, they established their sects. They borrowed my momentum. Achieved his own sage position. This karmic debt. They are well aware. Thus, having just become sages, they owe the Saint Sovereign a favor. In the short term, they will not, and it is inconvenient for them to trouble the Saint Sovereign. Wise, at least until thoroughly stabilizing the sage realm. Before sorting out their own sect affairs, they will not. Moreover, what they achieved was the heavenly Dao. Sages are bound by the heavenly Dao. As for me, Chu Feng, the path I walk is that of the Hunyuan Dao golden immortal, transcendent and unrestrained, whose path is superior. It is yet unknown. Saint Sovereign, the 3 pure ones have all attained sagehood. Now, among the sage positions of the primordial world, 4 have already emerged, haven't they? 4, still too short. The other 2 are from the west, heavenly Dao above. I now jointly establish a teaching, named Buddha. If I attain unsurpassed Bodhi, I will not take right enlightenment. If I should not achieve Buddhahood, for those in hell, hungry ghosts or animals, I will not take right enlightenment. Saint Sovereign, they're becoming sages. Seems quite strenuous. Cutting corners, attaining sagehood through borrowing, making 48 great vows, borrowing merit from the heavenly Dao in advance. Seemingly, they have achieved sage positions, but in reality, they have taken on immense karmic debt. If in the future they cannot fulfill these vows, when the backlash comes, I fear their sage positions will be lost. Compared to the 3 pure ones, they ultimately fall short. Their foundation is unstable. Chu Feng, do you see? If not for you obstructing me from perfecting my merit of mending the heavens, causing a flaw in my sage foundation, and loss of fortune, how could such opportunists also ascend to sage positions? All of this is because of you. Sage Nüwa, that statement is mistaken. The 2 Western ones becoming sages is their own choice and opportunity. What does it have to do with me? As for your flawed sage foundation, that is because you were fixated on sacrificing others and forcibly seizing a Dao body to perfect yourself, the evil consequence. You have only yourself to blame. Why complain about heaven and others? Furthermore, sage, you think that their becoming sages has disgraced you? Or is it that your own Dao heart is unstable, and you cling to external things? That is what truly loses a sage's dignity. Saint Sovereign, your words are truly infuriating. I am merely stating facts. After this incident, you should be able to quiet down for a while. Now that the 6 sages have taken their positions, the primordial world will enter a new era, and we can take advantage of the chaos at the dawn of this new era to continue doing what we need to do. Saint Sovereign, now that all 6 sages have emerged, the order of heaven and earth is set. What if they join forces? Joining forces? Rare. Do you know what these 6 sages are doing right now? Xiao does not know. Laozi is in the 8th Scenery Palace deducing the origin of the heavenly Dao. In the Jade Void Palace, establishing sect rules, Tongtian. In the Green Tour Palace, selecting disciples. The two Western sages are on Spirit Mountain scheming how to repay their debt to the Heavenly Dao. Saint Sovereign, how do you know this? Because they have already become pawns in the game. Establishing a teaching to become a sage seems infinitely glorious. But in reality, they have entered the cage of the Heavenly Dao, teaching and transforming beings, competing for fortune, maintaining the teaching lineage. All these will become their shackles. But I chose to establish a totem rather than a teaching, precisely to be the one outside the game. Let them compete for Heavenly Dao fortune. We gather our human path's willpower. These two are fundamentally not the same path. Thus, the sages actually all have their own agendas. Indeed, the three pure ones' philosophies are already diverging. The two Western sages have their own troubles. And Nüwa, what she should worry about most now, is the other sages. How will they regard her, a sage with flawed merit? Establishing a teaching is like founding a nation. One must both expand territory and guard against external enemies. We only need to protect this pure land and quietly wait for the flowers to bloom. I understand. Saint Sovereign intends to have them check each other while we stand aloof. When they are engaged in open and covert struggles, that will be the opportunity for me to attain the true Hunyuan. Look, the chaos and the human path's fortune are mutually nurturing. This path is smoother than I imagined. Let them first compete for dominance. When the wind and clouds are stirring, then will it be known who is the true chess player. Elder brother, that Chu Feng has established the totem, gathering the fortune of the human path. His deed is already accomplished. Now he also has the chaos spell in hand. If this continues, I fear he will become a major threat. The Heavenly Dao has constancy. It does not exist for a sage like Yao, nor does it perish for a tyrant like Jia. Chu Feng's Dao is not within the Heavenly Dao. Forcing it would instead damage one's own Dao foundation. Second brother, why worry? I rather think this Chu Feng is quite bold and insightful. Establishing a totem instead of a teaching. Gathering fortune without incurring karma. Such methods even a sage might not have thought of. Third brother, that statement is mistaken. Such actions disrupt the celestial machinations, defy fixed destiny. If not restrained, where will the order of the primordial world be in the future? Second brother, you worry too much. Although Chu Feng has the favor of the human path, he has not yet attained Hunyuan. At present, the great calamity has just settled. We should prioritize stabilizing our teaching lineages. Elder brother speaks correctly. Moreover, that turtle shell of Chu Feng's, even my immortal slaying sword formation cannot harm. If we truly fight, it's uncertain who would suffer. Junior brother, that Chu Feng is gathering the human path's fortune. Yet our Western sect had to make great vows to become sages. Senior brother, do not be anxious. This Chu Feng has a connection with our Western sect. When the time is ripe, we may be able to guide him to join us. Even if not, his method of gathering fortune is worth learning from. I fear the other sages won't just stand idly by. The three pure ones are seemingly united but divided at heart. Nüwa has her own troubles. This is precisely our Western sect's opportunity. Chu Feng, if not for you, this venerable one, how could it have come to this? Now, even those two opportunists from the West dare to look down on me. Just wait. Once I stabilize my realm, I will make you pay the price. Saint Sovereign, what is it? Just now, the divine thoughts of the sages intersected in the void of the primordial world, which allowed me to watch a wonderful show. What show? The three pure ones' philosophies are discordant. Earlier signs were visible. The two Western sages are plotting against us. As for Nüwa, her current situation is even worse than we imagined. Then should we prepare in advance? No need. Let them scheme against each other. Remember this, in the primordial world, the strongest alliances often break first, while those who seem isolated are best able to sit steady on the fishing platform. I understand. Saint Sovereign intends to let them first throw their own ranks into chaos. Clever. So the only thing we need to do now is continue seclusion. Wait quietly for the right moment. When I achieve the true Hunyuan, that will be the moment this chess game completely reverses. Uncle Yin, look, last night I dreamed of the totem shining brightly. Today, I polished the stone according to the dream, and it feels much easier to handle. The curve of this towel is wonderful. When thrown, it will definitely fly more steadily and farther. The Saint Sovereign is truly guiding us. Master of the house, today, on the Western Mountain, we discovered a fruit grove we've never seen before. Strangely, the miasma outside the grove automatically disperses when it reaches the edge. It feels like something is protecting us. It is the Saint Sovereign's protection. Since we began worshipping the totem, the poisonous snakes and fierce beasts around the tribe have retreated. Even the crops have grown much better. All this is the grace bestowed by Xuan Gui Saint Sovereign. Xuan Gui Saint Sovereign above, we thank you for driving away the fierce beasts, guiding our path. Thanking you for granting wisdom, strengthening our bodies. Thanking the Saint Sovereign for your protection. Uncle Yin, I think I just saw the totem glowing. It's not just think. The totem is truly responding to us. Saint Sovereign, the child's fever has broken. Thank you, Saint Sovereign. Sparks handed down. Only then becomes a blazing prairie fire. This human path's fortune is becoming more and more interesting. Saint Sovereign, The light around you is much brighter than yesterday. This is the faith of hundreds of millions of humans repaying you. Xiao, do you know? When these seemingly weak beliefs converge, what a magnificent power they become. Saint Sovereign, can you feel what they are thinking? I can feel their wishes, their gratitude, their longing for a better life. An old hunter is thanking the totem for helping him find new hunting techniques. A mother is rejoicing over her child's recovery. A young man is carving a token for his beloved. So the Saint Sovereign has been watching over them all along. Not just watching. Every step of their progress, every breakthrough, is injecting new vitality into the human path's fortune. This is the human path's fortune and my Xian Huang indestructible body producing resonance. Watch carefully. Each point of light is a human settlement. The more prosperous they are, the brighter this land becomes. Then is that the Yoxiong tribe? Just now, they have comprehended a new method of farming. This wisdom is being transmitted to other tribes through the totem. Saint Sovereign, this is harmless. It is the chaos cauldron mutually nourishing the human path's fortune. It seems the path I have chosen is more aligned with the origin of the great Tao than I imagined. Xiao, remember this. The sage's path is not limited to slaying the 3 corpses and establishing a sect. Only this one path. Benefiting the righteous path. Winning people over with virtue. Becoming a sage through vows. Every path can lead to the great Tao. So the Saint Sovereign has chosen to walk together with all beings. They help me understand the Tao, and I help them transcend. This is the true path of mutual benefit. Yuan Shi thinks I am disturbing the heavenly secrets. Tong Tian finds me unconventional. The Western cult thinks I have ulterior motives, yet they do not know that the path I walk is the true shortcut to the Hunyuan Great Tao. When I use the human path to prove the Hunyuan, then I shall make you all understand what the true principle of the Great Tao really is. It seems you, Taoist friend, are growing ever more attuned to this heaven-opening treasure. Now you, Taoist friend, possess the Chaos Cauldron, hold the He Tu and Luo Shu, and have gained the favor of the human path's fortune. Even sages will have to be wary of you. It is merely a bit more power to protect myself. It's Brother Fuxi. Have you truly decided to abandon this innate divine demon body and reincarnate into the human race? Correct. I have deduced the heavenly secrets and foreseen that the human race is destined to flourish. This is a fixed destiny, the developmental trajectory of the human race. All because of you, Taoist friend. You have become a variable yourself. I wish to reincarnate into the human race. First, to practice my great Tao. Second, to guide the human race forward. Taoist friend, have you considered that? After reincarnation, your memories will be clouded, and your cultivation will be completely lost? If I cannot even bear this small risk, then how can I speak of pursuing the great Tao? Besides, I still have you, Taoist friend, here with me. Since you have already decided, Chu Feng will naturally do his utmost to help. I wonder what you need me to do. After I reincarnate, I hope you, Taoist friend, can use the power of the totem to give guidance at critical moments. Furthermore, after I leave, the various sages will surely make their moves. Nüwa is here, we can set her aside for now. The 2 of the Western cult will probably not let this world go. Xuanti and Jane, if they dare to come. It will be a good chance for me to test the power of the Chaos Cauldron. At that time, Yuan Shi Tianzuan will make a major move. Yuan Shi values rules the most. He cannot tolerate variables. If Tong Tian is present, he will not act rashly for the time being. As for Laozi, as long as we do not touch the foundation of the human sect, he should remain neutral. If that is the case, the present is actually a rare period of calm. We can take this opportunity to carefully cultivate the human path's fortune. Exactly. Once I succeed in reincarnation, I will use the 8 trigram divination to deduce the heavenly Tao and help the human race embark on the path of civilization. At that time, the human path's fortune will surely rise to another level. Taoist friend, in the chessboard of the primordial world, the game has only truly begun now. I hope you and I can join hands for the human race, and also for this primordial world, to forge a different path. Taoist friend, rest assured and go ahead. The North Sea is here. The totem is here. Chu Feng is here. I will not let the human race, nor you, Taoist friend, be disappointed with these words from you. I can rest at ease. Take care. Fuxi enters the human race. The era of the 3 sovereigns and 5 emperors is about to begin. The sages are setting their schemes. The dragon race lies dormant. The remnants of the Wu and Yao are stirring restlessly. Since that is the case, let us stir this pond even muddier. When the winds and clouds converge, let us see who laughs last. Saint Sovereign, the aura around you seems even more condensed than yesterday. Even the sea water resonates with it. The faith of hundreds of millions of humans is gathering into a river. Xiao, can you feel it? Within each strand of faith is contained their longing for a better life. The sea is singing. So many voices are speaking. Saint Sovereign, this is the Chaos Cauldron testing its resonance. I am about to break through to the Hunyuan realm. My aura can no longer be completely concealed. Those lofty sages must have already sensed it. Will the sages come to block the Tao? Block the Tao? If they come, It will be a good chance for me to test the madness of this chaos cauldron. Proving the Tao through power is ultimately going against the heavens. Once I take this step, there will be no turning back. The Saint Sovereign will surely succeed. You have protected so many humans and accumulated so much merit. Merit is not. Yao, the path I walk, does not rely on merit, nor borrow the Hongming purple chi. It relies only on myself. The faith of the human race is merely a catalyst. The true foundation lies in this cultivation base, in this chaos supreme treasure, and in my understanding of the great Tao. Saint Sovereign, what a terrifying aura. Saint Sovereign, are you unharmed? This is the sign that the Hunyuan Dao Fruit is about to condense. Xiao Xiaoyu, you two step aside. Xian Huang as the foundation, chaos as the guide, the human path as the heart. It is time. Saint Sovereign, if the sages truly come, then let them come. It will be the perfect chance to let the entire primordial world know what the true chaos grey Tao is. Issue the order. Activate all defensive formations. Today, I will make all the sages understand that the North Sea is not a place where they can act wild. Yes, Saint Sovereign. Big brother, have you sensed that aura from the North Sea? To establish the orthodox path, he must ultimately take this step. Such heaven-defying acts cannot be tolerated. If he succeeds, where will the primordial world's order be? Where will the heavenly Tao's authority be? Second brother, you are fixated on appearances. Under the heavenly Tao, there is always a sliver of hope. Elder brother, would you stand idly by while a beastly creature in fur and horns stands alongside us? Master, there is unusual activity in the North Sea. Senior uncle and second senior uncle. It seems, well, Chu Feng actually intends to walk this path through. Duobao, what do you think I should do? Disciple dares not presume to guess the sage's intent. Yuansher will surely go. Ancestor Laozi's attitude is unclear. Issue the order, the Jie cult. Disciples must not interfere in this matter. Elder brother, this is a heaven-sent opportunity. If, at the critical moment of Chu Feng's orthodox ascension, junior brother has already established the orthodox path, extremely perilous. Striking now might incur great karmic retribution. Precisely because it is dangerous, we must strike. If he succeeds, the primordial world gains another unconstrained sage. If he fails, then in the chaos, let us see how the three pure ones will act. Ah, you Chu Feng, stealing my merits, usurping my fortune, and now you still seek to attain primordial unity? We'll see if your turtle shell can withstand the wrath of a sage. Master, just now Uncle Master Tontian issued an order to the Jie cult. Do not interfere. He certainly knows how to play the game. Guang Chengzi sent word. The other sages are gathering at the North Sea to discuss the Tao, to jointly discuss the order of the primordial world. Master, about Uncle Master Tontian. If he does not come, he will be cutting himself off from the orthodoxy of the heavenly Tao. Chu Feng does not cultivate merits, does not understand the celestial mandate, presumptuously attempts to force the orthodox path by sheer power. This heaven-defying act. If you disperse your fortune now, bow your head and admit your mistake, you may still preserve your life. Taoist Yuansher, quite the show of authority. I too cultivate. Why must I report to your Chan cult? What is following heaven? What is defying heaven? Is following your will following heaven? Is opposing your will defying heaven? No. The heavenly Tao has order. All things have constancy. The Tao knows, yet you disturb the heavenly mechanism, disrupt fixed destiny. This is not personal enmity, but for the order of the primordial world. Taoist lousy, for the primordial world order indeed. Yet I wonder, is this order the order of the heavenly Tao, or the order of you sages? Ha ha ha, Taoist Chu Feng, I admire your courage. However, today's matter is of great importance. If you are willing to open the barrier, let us observe your method of orthodox ascension. Perhaps we can avoid conflict. Taoist Tongtian, if you wish to see demon subduing techniques, why go to such trouble? All of you came together today, just to test whether, before I achieve orthodox ascension, you can break my turtle shell, no? Why speak so hypocritically? Amitba, Taoist Chu Feng, the sea of suffering has no shore. Turn back and you reach the shore. Your karma with the human race is too deep. You have fallen into demonic obstruction. Better to follow me back to the Western paradise, and together contemplate the supreme wondrous Dharma, to resolve this calamity. Zhuanti, put away your preaching of salvation. You want the chaos bell? You want the human path's blessing. Just say it directly. Such hypocritical posturing is nauseating. Taoist, your attachment is too deep. You have already given birth to inner demons. We truly came for the transcendence of all Taoists. It's useless to speak further with this rebellious one. Chu Feng, today is your death day. If you want to fight, then fight. Today, let you all witness what the path to primordial unity is, what it means to be invulnerable to all techniques. This North Sea of mine, if any of you can set foot even one step inside, I will count it as my loss. Taoist lousy. The power of human will originates from the heart. All humans are sentient beings. How could you fix them in place? Chaos sword chi slash. Yuan, your chaos sword chi. How does it compare to Taoist Tongtian's immortal slaying sword intent? Even the immortal slaying sword formation couldn't harm me, let alone this. Taoist Chu Feng, you have offended Tongtian's sword intent. My Taoist Tongtian, fine sword intent. But mere projections of sword intent cannot break my Xinhuang. Let go of your attachment and become a Buddha instantly. The sea of suffering has no shore. Turn back and you reach the shore. Babbling. My Tao heart is as firm as chaos. How could it be shaken by your heretical paths? If you want to convert me, first ask the chaos bell if it agrees. Sovereign Chu Feng. One strike, chaos. As a shield, the power of the Tao's fortune empowers my body. Chaos bell, open for me. It actually toppled? This is impossible. What a turtle shell indeed. Amitba. How can this be? All sages. Is this turtle shell of mine worthy of your esteemed gaze? Impossible. Such defense is definitely not something a quasi-sage could accomplish. Chu Feng, what kind of evil technique did you use? Evil technique? Taoist Yuan, because you yourself cannot do it. You consider it evil technique. This is the indestructible Xinhuang body, perfectly combined with the guardianship of chaos, further empowered by the will of the human path, a completely legitimate Taoist divine power. Your own vision is limited. You cannot recognize true technique. Why blame heaven and others? Using the will of all beings as the core, using the primordial Xinhuang mother essence as the foundation, using the chaos supreme treasure as the catalyst. Taoist, this method indeed opens a new path. It is close to the Tao. Taoist Laozi is an understanding person. The great Tao has 3,000 paths. Each can attest to primordial unity. Not only the method of slaying the 3 corpses from your Hongjun lineage. Well, Chu Feng. Well done. Invulnerable to all techniques. This poor Taoist has indeed seen something new today. Yuan, it seems your Panga banner also has things it cannot split. Tongtianyu, Taoist Chu Feng. Although you have a supreme treasure to protect yourself, however, the orthodox path to primordial unity is extremely dangerous. 9 deaths and 1 chance of life. Why not share this method with us? The West is willing to contemplate the great Tao with you, Taoist. Together enjoy ultimate bliss. Duan Ti, put away your false compassion. If you want to peek into the secret of my orthodox path, just say it directly. But based on the little tricks you just used, you couldn't even break my defense. Are you even worthy of discussing the Tao with me? Taoist, your killing intent is too strong. You have already entered the demonic path. The sea of suffering has no shore. Turn back and you reach the shore. Demonic path? Just because I did not follow the path you prescribed, that makes it a demonic path? What a huge joke. Nüwa, you haven't said a word from start to finish. Only your eyes are venomous. What? Have you nothing to say? Chu Feng, do not be too smug. I, the sovereign, do not believe your turtle shell can hold out forever. All fellow Taoists. No need to waste words with him. Strike with full force. Even if we exhaust him, we will grind him down. Exhaust me? Nüwa, you overestimate yourself. And you underestimate me, Chu Feng. Do you all know? In the brief time I spent speaking with you, the fate of the human path within me has not been consumed. Instead, under the oppressive weight of your might, it has fused with me even more tightly. You wanted to see if I could attain the Tao, didn't you? Today I, Chu, shall use your hands to take that final step and let you witness with your own eyes what a Hunyuan Dao golden immortal is. Stop him. He must not take this step. Heaven's Tao has its order. No transgression is permitted. I first suggest Amitba. Die for me. Perfect timing. With the strength of you sages as the hammer, with my Xuan Gui origin as the blank, with the willing power of humanity as the fire, help me forge the Hunyuan Dao Fruit. I am Chu Feng. Primal chaos, purple chi. Heavenly Tao merit. With myself as the root, one force breaks all laws, achieving Hunyuan Dao golden immortal. From now on, standing equal to heavenly Tao sages, transcending time and space, untainted by karma. He actually succeeded. Ha, excellent. What a fine overcoming by force to attain the Tao. What a fine Hunyuan Dao golden immortal. Taoist Chu Feng. Congratulations. So the path to Hunyuan truly exists. Amitba. The structure of the primordial world is overturned from this day forth. Hunyuan Dao golden immortal. Esteemed ones, has this debate on the Tao been to your satisfaction? Esteemed ones, this debate on the Tao should now end. Still want to continue? Rufeng, you Yuan. If you are unwilling to accept this, I, too, am always ready to oblige. However, Next time I won't be standing here speaking with you. Taoist, since you have attained the true Tao, we are now fellow cultivators. What happened today? Ends here. Farewell. Taoist Chu Feng, I admire you. Today's battle has shown me what Hunyuan truly means. I shall return another day to seek further instruction. Farewell. Amitba, congratulations on attaining the Hunyuan Dao, Taoist. Farewell. Chu Feng, the humiliation of this day, I have noted well. Chu Feng, do not be too smug too soon. Hunyuan Sage, the waters of the primordial world run deep. The Chan cult and your North Sea are irreconcilable enemies. I await you anytime. But, Taoist Yuan, next time you come, remember to bring your Panga banner. A mere projection of your true body is not even qualified to scratch my itch. From this day forth, the North Sea is my sacred ground. 10,000 years from now, I shall open a discourse on the Hunyuan Great Tao here. All those with affinity may come to listen. Taoist Xuanqing. Did you hear that? Saint Sovereign Chu Feng is going to lecture on the Hunyuan Great Tao. That is the existence that even 5 sages combined could not do anything to. I heard, of course I heard. But we wandering cultivators have no background, no lineage. Can we truly catch the Saint Sovereign's eye? Fool. When the Saint Sovereign established the Totem, he said he teaches without discrimination. He protects the human race, without even asking for anything in return. Why would his lecture turn anyone away? Hurry, hurry. If we're late, I'm afraid we won't even be able to squeeze into the North Sea. Great King Wei, should we also go to the North Sea? I heard that even Nüwa herself went to that Saint Sovereign. Why not? Nüwa, when has she ever looked kindly upon us fur and horn creatures? This Saint Sovereign Chu Feng is different. He could withstand 5 sages, and his path is one of establishing the righteous Tao. Perhaps this is exactly the opportunity for us demons to make our mark. Over there, Lord Yuan looks down on us. Are we supposed to fawn over him like a hot face on a cold rear? Pass the order. All who are willing to follow me to the North Sea to try our luck. Pack your things. Set off immediately. Prepare gifts, generous gifts. I, the king, shall personally go to the North Sea to offer congratulations. Saint Sovereign, look, outside there are so many cultivators and demons, and even dragons. They're coming to the North Sea from every direction. It's even more lively than when the Purple Firmament Palace held its lectures. So many people like the Saint Sovereign and came to hear the Tao. They came not only to hear the Tao, but also to seek a new path. A possibility free from the constraints of innate background and heavenly Tao. So that's why the Saint Sovereign announced a lecture on the Hunyuan Great Tao. The Totem gathers the fate of the human path. Opening the mystic gate and lecturing on the Hunyuan Great Tao gathers the hearts of those seeking the Tao. I want to let all beings of this primordial world know that the sage position is not as unattainable as they imagine. And the Great Tao is not only accessible through the Purple Firmament Palace. Moreover, the more flustered some people become, the more it proves we are doing the right thing. Pass the order. 10,000 immortals come to pay homage. We shall treat them with courtesy. The affairs of the mystic gate begin from this moment. I, with the wind, drive the sword of all beings seeking the Tao. Today, I open a lecture on the Hunyuan Great Tao here. All those with affinity may come and listen. Did you hear that? The Saint Sovereign said all those with affinity may come and listen. Not only those with background, not only those with talent. We wandering cultivators also have a chance to hear the Tao. The sound of the Great Tao. This is truly the sound of the Great Tao. Hunyuan is when chaos is undivided. Primordial Chi unites as one. My Tao does not rely on external things. I do not depend on heaven's mandate. I value only the self. Seek the essence of principle. Break 10,000 laws. Attain the perfect fruit of wisdom. This path is arduous. 9 deaths and 10 chances. But once you succeed, transcendence and freedom, unbound by any shackles. No need to seek the approval of heaven's Tao. Only rely on oneself. This is the path we demons should walk. The Saint Sovereign's bearing is truly extraordinary. With these words, the structure of the primordial world will truly change. A great Tao thief. Not that path. I also announced today the founding of the Mystic Gate. Xian means profound and deep. The gate of all wonders. My Mystic Gate has no great sect. Does not contend for fate. It only opens a gate of transcendence for all beings in the primordial world to inquire into the Hunyuan Dao. All who aspire to this path, regardless of origin, regardless of background, may consider themselves a member of the Mystic Gate. Regard themselves as seekers of the Tao. Encourage one another. Explore the path ahead together. We bow before Saint Sovereign Chu Feng, willing to enter the Mystic Gate, follow the Saint Sovereign, and seek the Great Tao. The Mystic Gate is established. The Great Tao has been transmitted. This primordial world should indeed have some new voices. Master, it is said that hundreds of thousands of cultivators have gathered at the North Sea. Even the Dragon King of the West Sea personally went to offer congratulations. That Chu Feng has openly declared the founding of the Mystic Gate. Enough. Fur-wearing and horn-bearing creatures, those born from corpses and hatched from eggs, barely obtain some fortunate encounter, and dare to recklessly establish the mystic gate, to stand alongside my orthodox Panga lineage. Master, calm your anger. After all, Chu Feng has already achieved Hunyuan. Hunyuan. He is nothing but an arrogant fool who doesn't know his place. Establishing the mystic gate? Does he think this is a game? Master. It is said that the other sages have different attitudes toward this matter. Senior brother Laozi has shut his doors and won't come out. Uncle Tontian seems quite appreciative. The two sages of the West are observing quietly. Good, very good. Everyone is just waiting to see a joke, aren't they? Tontian, that reckless brute. Sooner or later, he will pay for today's short-sightedness. Does he, Chu Feng, not intend to establish the mystic gate? Does he not preach the Hunyuan Great Tao? I would like to see how long the mystic gate can stand. Master means to convey my decree. All disciples of my Chan cult, upon encountering mystic gate disciples, shall uphold righteousness and vanquish heresy, and safeguard the orthodox heavenly Tao. Whoever associates with the mystic gate shall be deemed a traitor. Master, how can you even question your disciple's decision? Your disciple dares not. It's just. Is this not too much? Too much? Do you think Chu Feng established the mystic gate only to preach? He is shaking the very foundation of the primordial world. Today he dares to establish the mystic gate. Tomorrow he will dare to challenge the order of the heavenly Tao. Chu Feng, do you think achieving Hunyuan allows you to do as you please? This primordial world is not for a junior like you to set the rules. Since you insist on establishing the mystic gate, then do not blame me for showing no mercy. In this primordial world, it's either you or me. Disciples of the Chan cult, hear my command. From this day forth, any who encounter a mystic gate member, kill without exception. Truly a 10,000-year vermilion fruit. If presented to the Saint Sovereign, it might help me obtain the true transmission. Hold, such a primordial spiritual root is not something that heretics like you can lay your hands on. Daoist Qingxiu. Heavenly spiritual objects have their own fate. Since I arrived first, how can you speak of heresy? Has Cloud Mist Mountain become the private property of the Chan cult now? Amitba. Well said, well said. This object is fated with our Western cult. It should be nurtured with Buddha's teachings to save all beings. Two benefactors. Why harm your harmony over such externals? Fine talk of fate, Huiming. Your Western cult claims fate with everything you see. Why not say the North Sea Black Turtle is fated with you? Saint Sovereign Chu Feng once said all things have their master. Today, since I found it first, it belongs to the Mystic Gate. If you too wish to take it, you should observe the order of arrival. Fine Mystic Gate, established by a hair-wearing, horn-bearing creature, and yet you dare to claim a lineage? Yunyangzi, you were originally a loose cultivator. If you recognize your error and turn back, and join my Chan cult, you might still earn the rank of an outer disciple. Daoist Qingxiu. You are mistaken. The Buddha's teachings are vast, saving all beings. If benefactor Yunyangzi is willing, the Western paradise of ultimate bliss will also open its doors wide. As for this fruit, why not let me take it back to Spirit Mountain, refine it into pills, and share equally? Wouldn't that please everyone? The Saint Sovereign taught, when opportunity presents itself, one must not yield. I will have this object, no matter what. If you too force the issue, do not blame me for showing no mercy. Since you are obstinate and unrepentant, let me show you what the orthodox mystic gate is. Today I will discipline both sides on behalf of Chu Feng. Benefactor, your attachment is too deep. I must help you see your true nature. Since this object is fated with our Western cult, it is only right that it be transformed. Fine orthodox lineage. Fine compassionate heart. One bullies with authority. The other snatches by cunning. Today I finally know what hypocrisy is. At death's door and still talking tough. Wait till I finish you off, then I'll go settle accounts with Chu Feng. Benefactor, if you are willing to let go of your obsession, our Buddhist gate is vast, and may not be unable to ferry you across. Why ruin your cultivation future for a mere spiritual object? Saint Sovereign above, your disciple is useless. I fear I have tarnished the prestige of the mystic gate. Is this how the Chan cult and the Western cult conduct themselves? I told you long ago you overestimate yourself. If you beg for mercy now and offer up the vermilion fruit, we might still spare your life. Benefactor Yunyangzi. The sea of suffering is boundless. Turn back and you reach the shore. It is not too late to take refuge now. Saint Sovereign above, your disciple Yunyangzi, at Cloud Mist Mountain, was ganged up on by Qingxiu of the Chan cult and Huiming of the Western cult. They seized my opportunity and tried to destroy my Tao path. Your disciple is useless and has sullied the name of the mystic gate. I implore the Saint Sovereign to seek justice. How bold. Chu Feng, you actually dare to meddle in a junior's dispute. Saint Sovereign Chu Feng, this is a conflict among juniors over an opportunity. You are a Hunyuan sage, intervening. I'm afraid it's against the rules. Rules? When the two of you ganged up on my disciple, did you ever speak of rules? Now you want to discuss rules with this sage? Too late. Sage, spare us. Disciple Yunyangzi thanks the Saint Sovereign for saving my life. Thanks to the Saint Sovereign for upholding justice. Your disciple will remember the Saint Sovereign's teaching. Qingshu, take your broken sword and roll back to Jade Void Palace. Tell Yuanshi. When juniors contend, each relies on their own skill. Life and death is settled in one battle. If anyone again ignores face and honor and commits such despicable acts, do not blame this sage for personally visiting his Jade Void Palace to have a word with him. Jane, Juanti, control your disciples. If I ever again hear that thieving phrase, this object is fated with the Western cult, from your mouths. Next time I shatter, it will not be a golden body, but your 8 treasures merit pool. Go now, take the vermilion fruit, return and heal your wounds, cultivate. Remember, the mystic gate does not stir up trouble, but it is certainly not afraid of trouble. Grandmaster, that Chu Feng completely disregards the rules. Your disciple was merely contending for a spiritual object with that Yunyangzi, and he struck from afar, almost killing your disciple. Enough. Chu Feng, fine Chu Feng. He dares to humiliate my Chan cult disciple like this. Master, this matter cannot be let go. That Chu Feng is clearly slapping your face. If you do not punish him, how will the beings of the primordial world view our Chan cult? Then what do you want? Do you want me to go to the North Sea now and have a showdown with that Chu Feng? Are we just going to let him be so arrogant? He has the moral high ground in a junior dispute. If I intervene now, I will instead earn a reputation for bullying the weak. Moreover, Chu Feng has already achieved Hunyuan, and he possesses the chaos spell. If it really comes to blows, the outcome is hard to predict. Grandmaster, then did your disciple get beaten for nothing? Useless. 2 of you together couldn't even take down a Yunyangzi, and instead let the master of the other side discipline you from afar. You have disgraced the entire Chan cult. Pass down the order. All disciples are to avoid direct confrontation with the mystic gate for now. The matter of the investiture of the gods is about to begin. When that time comes, Master, the Jade Void Palace knows about this. Is Uncle Master Yuanshi just going to swallow this? What else can he do if he doesn't swallow it? Chu Feng may act domineering, but he handles the measure extremely well. It was a junior conflict. He intervened to discipline, but did not take any lives. He has the moral justification on his side. Besides, hasn't Tong Tian been waiting to see Yuanshi lose face? Delightful, truly delightful. That fellow Yuanshi always goes on about hair-wearing, horn-bearing creatures. And now he's been slapped in the face by the very teacher he despises most, a scaly-shelled creature. What karma? Master, should we? No need. We'll just watch the show. Pass down the order. Disciples of the Jie cult are not to get involved in this matter. I want to see how Yuanshi swallows this bitter pill. Fine, Chu Feng. He dares to destroy my disciple's golden body. If this revenge is not taken, where will the Western cult's face be? Junior brother, calm down. That Chu Feng is exactly trying to provoke us. Do not fall into his trap. Are we just going to let it go? No. Today he sowed the seed of tyranny, and in the future he will surely reap bitter fruit. The function list is near. Rest well until then. When the great tribulation arises, the day of your vengeance will come. Your disciple obeys. Such a pure mystic crystal vein, if mined. It could surely refine many magical artifacts, strengthening our mystic gate's power. Shurji, this place is rich in spiritual energy, and the vein is of top quality. It should naturally belong to our Chan cult. You, a mere stone that became a spirit, are also worthy of occupying such a blessed land. Hey, fellow Taoist. I discovered this vein first. The Saint Sovereign teaches, when an opportunity is at hand, one must not yield it to others. Could it be that the Chan cult now disregards the principle of first come, first served? Amitba, fellow Taoist Shurji. That is not correct. This object has a karmic bond with our Western cult, and should naturally be redeemed by our Buddhist sect. How about granting us a convenience, forming a good affinity? Surely blessings will come in the future. Mithriya, you Western cults say everything has a bond with you. Why don't I see you saying the North Sea has a bond with you? Your skill in taking by force has grown quite adept. Insolence, Shurji. Do not think that just because you have Chu Feng's backing you can be so arrogant. A mere stone that gained the Tao, yet dares to compare yourself with us, the Orthodox Mystic Gate? Tai, you keep saying, a stone that became a spirit. Have you forgotten that Yuding of your Chan cult, the junior brother, also attained the Tao from Jade? Why don't I hear you call him a heterodox path? Such favoritism. Is this what you call the Orthodox Mystic Gate? What a sharp-tongued stone spirit. Today I'll teach you a good lesson on behalf of Chu Feng, so you know the distinction between superior and inferior. Fellow Taoist, your obsession is too deep. You've fallen into demonhood. I, this humble monk, must help you see your true nature, and ferry you out of the sea of suffering. Find Orthodox Mystic Gate. Find compassion. One uses numbers to bully the few. The other takes advantage of the fire to loot. Is this the righteous conduct you boast of? When dealing with a heterodox like you, why should we speak of righteousness? Now taste the 9-dragon divine fire. Since this object has a bond with our Western cult, it should naturally be redeemed. Shurji, you have attachments. Let go of your obsession, and you will gain freedom. Saint Sovereign above, your disciple Shurji was besieged by Tai and Methreya at the mystic crystal vein in Xinyohuzhou. They used numbers to bully the few, forcibly seizing the opportunity. I beg the Saint Sovereign to judge and uphold justice. It seems you have not taken the last warning of this saint to heart at all. Since this is so, today I will make you remember. Chu Feng, you are a Hunyuan saint. Why must you meddle in the disputes of juniors? As saint, calm your wrath. Perhaps there is some misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? This saint saw it with his own eyes. You two joined hands to bully my disciple, forcibly taking the opportunity. You call that a misunderstanding? This vein should have belonged to our Chan cult. Last time I destroyed Qingshu's flying sword. It seems it was not enough to make you remember. Forgive us, saint. This humble monk, will leave at once. Wanna leave? Too late. I have seen through your hypocritical bullying. Constantly speaking of compassion, yet acting so despicably. You, how dare you destroy my artifact? Did you think that was the end? This palm strike is for your bullying others with your power. You prattle on about orthodox mystic gate, yet your conduct is so disgraceful. Were you injured? Remember today's matter. Our mystic gate does not seek trouble, but neither does it fear trouble. If anyone bullies you again, report it without hesitation. Thank you, Saint Sovereign, for saving me. Your disciple is unharmed. Tell Yuanshi and Jane, this is the final warning. If they dare bully my disciples again, this saint will not mind visiting their dojos. Your disciple heeds the Saint Sovereign's teaching. How dare Chu Feng act like this? Master, he has harmed junior brother. He ordered all disciples to return to Kunlun immediately. The function list is about to be issued, and when it does, humph. Elder brother, that Chu Feng goes too far. Bear with it, for now. When the great tribulation begins, we will have our reckoning. What a Chu Feng. He has repeatedly humiliated the disciples of my Chan cult. Does he truly think I, Yuanshi, am made of clay? Second brother, calm yourself. Elder brother, that Chu Feng has already come to bully us. How long must you have me endure? That Chu Feng is really too outrageous. Tai's 9-dragon divine fire cover was nearly destroyed. This is clearly a slap in the face of our master. Then what do you propose? Go to the North Sea now and fight Chu Feng to the death? Are we to let him be so arrogant? The function list is about to be issued. The great tribulation is coming. Then we will have our reckoning with him. How satisfying that Yuanshi is usually so arrogant, and now he has been slapped repeatedly in the face by the very teacher he looks down upon. Truly a delight for all. Master, that Chu Feng is so domineering. Do not worry. This Chu Feng is indeed overbearing, but he values loyalty and righteousness. Compared to that hypocrite Yuanshi, he actually suits my temperament better. As for the function list, since Yuanshi has been unkind, do not blame me for being unrighteous. Pass down the order. Disciples of the Jie cult, prepare early. That Chu Feng has gone too far. He has repeatedly humiliated our Western cult disciples. Does he truly think our Western cult has no one? Amitba. This matter is indeed troublesome. Master, Uncle Master, that Chu Feng said. Next time he will attack Lingshan. He dares. It seems we must accelerate the plan. The function list is about to be issued. This is precisely the opportunity for our Western cult to flourish. Elder brother, you mean? Since chaos is about to erupt in the East, this is the perfect chance for our Western cult to redeem those with karmic bonds. Fight. The more intense, the better. When both sides are worn out. Zifeng, Yuanshi. Once I complete the sacred scripture, I will make you pay. Saint Sovereign, you have repeatedly punished disciples of both cults. It is fine. The angrier they are, the more it proves we did the right thing. But the function list is about to be issued. The great tribulation is coming. This is a crisis, but also an opportunity. Order the mystic gate disciples to cultivate diligently and await the right moment. Fellow Taoist Yunyangzi, I heard that the other day you displayed great divine power at Yunwu Mountain, and even disciples of the Chan cult and Western cult suffered losses at your hands. I rely on the Saint Sovereign's blessing. If not for the Saint Sovereign's intervention, I fear I would have barely escaped with my life. Saint Sovereign Chu Feng truly protects his own, now in the primordial world. Who does not know that offending a mystic gate disciple is equivalent to offending the Saint Sovereign himself? Could you introduce us? We also wish to join the mystic gate, to hear the Saint Sovereign's teachings. Who would have thought? That Xuan Gui who went into seclusion in the North Sea back then, has now become a Hunyuan saint. And even Yuanshi Tianzuan must yield to his edge. Your Majesty is wise, having befriended the mystic gate early on. Now that our dragon clan operates in the North Sea, we rely on the mystic gate's care. Issue the order. Dragon clan disciples encountering mystic gate disciples must treat them with courtesy. Additionally, prepare a generous gift. I, the king, will personally go to the North Sea to congratulate my brothers. Even the dragon clan must be polite to the mystic gate. What does this mean? It means Saint Sovereign Chu Feng is the true powerful backer. Indeed. In the past, we were bossed around by those from the Chan cult. Now at last someone stands up for us. Come, let's also go to the North Sea to try our luck. Even if we cannot join the Mystic Gate, being able to cultivate on the periphery of the Saint Sovereign's domain is good enough. The Master has commanded. All disciples are prohibited from going out recently. Wait quietly for the investiture of the gods list to emerge. Senior brother, are you just going to let those Mystic Gate people be arrogant? What's the hurry? The two culpas are approaching. There will be a plan then. For now, let them revel for a few days. Saint Sovereign. Now throughout the primordial world, your mighty name is being spread. Every day, thousands of cultivators come to the North Sea, wanting to join the Mystic Gate. Hype is only superficial. Strength is the foundation. Issue the order. Mystic Gate disciples must prioritize cultivation. Do not bully the weak. Yes, but Saint Sovereign has successively punished disciples of 2 generations. Are you not afraid of retaliation from Primordial Heavenly Lord and others? If they dare come, it will be a good chance for me to test the edge of the chaos art. Moreover, what do you think they are most worried about now? The investiture of the gods list and the 2 culpas are about to come. They all want to preserve their strength before the list emerges. At this time, no one is willing to fight to the death with a primordial saint. Elder brother, that Chu Feng is now widely accepting disciples. Even the dragon clans of the 4 seas have voluntarily submitted. If we let him continue developing, I fear when the investiture of the gods list emerges, we will all be constrained by others. Second brother, you are too impatient. Although Chu Feng has become a primordial saint, his foundation is still shallow after all. But he has repeatedly humiliated our Chan cult disciples. Even Tai's 9-dragon divine fire shield was nearly destroyed. If we don't strike back, precisely because of this, we must not confront him directly at this time. Do you know what Tong Tian has been doing lately? That reckless man spends his days drinking and making merry at the Jade Pool Palace. What else could he do? You underestimate him. I have received information. Tong Tian is secretly contacting rogue cultivators from overseas. He likely has other intentions. Elder brother means the investiture of the gods list is about to emerge. There will surely be a great calamity then. Rather than fight to the death with Chu Feng now, better to let the Mystic Gate and the Jia cult clash first. Excellent. Tong Tian, that reckless man values loyalty the most. If we make the Mystic Gate and the Jia cult develop a grudge. Indeed, Chu Feng acts tyrannically, and Tong Tian is arrogant and unruly. If these two contend, it will surely be mutual destruction. Master, everything is ready. Good, remember. This matter must be done without leaving a trace. Let them think it is a conflict of coincidental opportunity. Disciple understands. But if Chu Feng detects it, so what if he detects it? By then the matter will be done. Can he possibly deal with both our Chan cult and the Jia cult at the same time? Chu Feng, do you think becoming a primordial saint means you can do as you please? The waters of this primordial world are much deeper than you imagine. Chu Feng, you insulted my Chan cult, injured my junior brother. This time, I will make you know what it means that the mantis stalks the cicada, unaware of the oriole behind. Fellow Taoist Duo Bao, junior sister Bi Xiao. What a coincidence, Red Mercury. How can you be here? This secret realm was clearly discovered by us first. Junior sister Bi Xiao, your words are surprising. Spiritual treasures of heaven and earth belong to those with the affinity. But I heard that people from the Mystic Gate are also coming this way. They say they want to offer this secret realm to Saint Sovereign Chu Feng. Fellow Taoist Duo Bao, fellow Taoist Bi Xiao, well met. You Mystic Gate people indeed want to monopolize the secret realm. Fellow Taoist Yunyangzi, in all things, there is an order of arrival. I'm afraid you two are mistaken. I was just passing by. Stop playing dumb. Watch my sword. Fellow Taoist Bi Xiao, there must be a misunderstanding here. Junior sister Bi Xiao. Wait, do not strike. Senior brother, they are bullying us to our faces, and you still stop me? Fine, you Yunyangzi. How dare you ambush me? I never struck. Master, today at the East Sea Secret Realm, the Mystic Gate, Yunyangzi had a conflict with junior sister Bi Xiao. For what reason? It seems to be about the ownership of the secret realm. But this disciple finds this matter somewhat suspicious. That old fox, Yuan Shi, finally can't hold back and wants to make a move? Saint Sovereign, Yunyangzi, had a conflict with Jia cult's Bi Xiao at the East Sea. What are the details? It is said it was over a secret realm, but Yunyangzi says he was framed. Saint Sovereign, it seems someone is getting restless. Issue the order. Have the disciples act cautiously recently. Other than the one from Jade Void Palace. Who else could it be? But Tong Tian is not a fool either. This play has only just begun. Master, that Mystic Gate goes too far. Yunyangzi clearly ambushed senior brother, yet you still stop me. Junior sister, this matter is indeed suspicious. At that time, I faintly sensed another surge of spiritual energy. Good one, Yuan Shi. Good one. A plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Master, why do you say that? Do you really think this was a deliberate provocation by the Mystic Gate? Master means someone deliberately stirred up trouble. Other than the one from Jade Void Palace, who else would go to such lengths? First having Red Mercury run into you by chance, then secretly striking and framing the Mystic Gate. This second senior uncle. Why would he do that? He wants our Jia cult and the Mystic Gate to contend, so he can reap the benefits as a fisherman. Then how should we respond now? Issue the order. All Jia cult disciples must not conflict with the Mystic Gate again. Additionally, I want to meet Saint Sovereign Chu Feng in person. The East Sea matter may trigger a large-scale conflict between the Mystic Gate and the Jie cult. Tongtian is not a fool. Such a petty trick cannot fool him. Then should we proactively explain? No need. As I expected. Without fail, Tongtian will come soon. Fellow Taoist Chu Feng. All well since we last met. Fellow Taoist Tongtian, your esteemed presence. For what purpose? The East Sea matter. What is your view? A trivial trick. Not worth mentioning. Good. Since you have a clear mind like a mirror. Then Tongtian will not beat around the bush. Someone wants to see us both wounded. We will simply not give him the pleasure. Old friend, straightforward. Since that is the case, why don't we? Master, the Jie cult and the Mystic Gate seem not to have clashed as expected. It seems they both saw through it. No matter, this is only the first step. The investiture of the gods list will emerge. Then we'll see if you can still be so calm. Fellow Taoists. That Chu Feng has become the biggest variable in the primordial world. If we do not eliminate him, by the time his wings are full, then, fellow Taoist Nüwa, why say more? This beast has repeatedly insulted our Chan cult. I have long desired to eliminate him for my satisfaction. Fellow Taoist Nüwa has specially gathered us. Surely already has a countermeasure. I have comprehended the heavenly Tao and obtained a formation named Primordial World Decisive Victory. It can draw upon the source power of the heavenly Tao. Fate sealed. Even with his Hunyuan cultivation, he cannot escape this tribulation. Oh, there is actually such a formation? However, this action might incur great karma. Karma? That Chu Feng defies heaven and changes fate, seizes my merit, disrupts the order of the primordial world. This is the greatest karma. If not eliminated today, he will become a major threat in the future. Taoist Nüwa speaks rightly. If this beast is not removed, the primordial world will not be at peace. What does the formation require? It requires the combined power of 5 sages, with me as the formation's eye, to draw upon the power of the heavenly Tao. More importantly, we need to recreate the fate of propping up heaven from back then. With the power of the heavenly Tao, force him to reveal his Xuan Gui true body. Take his 4 legs. Complete the heavenly mandate. So that's how it is. Once the heavenly mandate is completed, then it is in accord with the heavenly Tao. Naturally, one can gain the blessing of the heavenly Tao. However, that Chu Feng has already attained Hunyuan, and he has the chaos bell in hand. Precisely because he has become Hunyuan, his 4 legs are even more divinely effective. Once successful, not only can we remove the great threat, but all fellow Taoists can also share in the merit of mending heaven. I am willing to lend you a hand, Taoist. Our Western cult is also willing to help. For the sake of the primordial world's beings, this humble monk can only follow the heavenly mandate, since it is the will of heaven. Then let it be as you say. In 3 days, above the North Sea, protect the formation and eliminate the demon. Chu Feng, this time I will definitely make you perish both in form and spirit. Complete your unfinished fate. Lu Feng, fate cycle. Today is the time for you to face your tribulation. A hairy, horned creature managed to obtain Hunyuan by luck, and yet dares to be arrogant. Today we will definitely make you perish in form and spirit, to prove the heavenly Tao. The heavenly Tao has order. All things have constancy. Taoist, you act against heaven. Is it not right that you have this tribulation? Amitabha. The sea of suffering has no shore. Turn back, and there is the shore. If the benefactor is willing to convert to our Buddha, perhaps. Senior brother, why say more? This beast is stubborn and unreasonable, has repeatedly insulted our Buddhist sect. Today we must convert him. What a primordial world decisive victory formation. What a acting on behalf of heaven. To deal with this Chu, you have all gone to great trouble. At death's door, still dare to be stubborn. All fellow Taoists, quickly activate the formation. Today, let you see what is the true orthodox of the Mystic Gate. Let you, this rogue Hunyuan, know the immensity of heaven and earth. Alas, the heavenly mandate is hard to defy. Taoist, do not blame me. Nüwa, you constantly speak of heavenly mandate. But do you remember who, with compassion, created humans from clay back then? Now you want to use the power of the heavenly Tao to commit slaughter. Is this the sage path you pursue? Stop your nonsense. All fellow Taoists, do not be deceived by him. Quickly activate the great formation. Taoist Nüwa speaks rightly. Quickly activate the great formation. Do not waste words with him. Amitabha. This is the result of heavenly fate. It is not something we can defy. What a primordial world decisive victory formation. What a acting on behalf of heaven. To deal with this Chu, you have all gone to great trouble. Enough. At death's door, still dare to sow discord. Today we will definitely make you turn to ashes and smoke. Activate the formation with full force. Force him to reveal his true form. Complete the heavenly mandate. Rely on you all. You think you're worthy to force me to die? Today, let me show you. What is the true Hunyuan Great Blade? Chu Feng, there is no need to resist stubbornly. This formation draws upon the origin of the heavenly Tao. Even if your supreme treasures reach heaven, you cannot escape fate. Fate's primal stone. Do you know what true Hunyuan is? Transcending time and space. Untainted by karma. This is the true meaning of Hunyuan. How could a sage like you trapped within the heavenly Tao, understand? Stop listening to his nonsense. Activate the formation with full force. Force him to reveal his true form. He too and Luo Shu. Unexpectedly, after Emperor Jun fell, this treasure has fallen into your hands. Taoist lousy. Since you control the Taiji diagram, you should know that heaven's eye is 49, and one escapes. This decisive victory formation, is it truly flawless? Do not debate the Tao with him. This beast is best at deceiving people. Amitba. The formation is complete. No matter how eloquent his tongue, he cannot change the heavenly mandate. What a heavenly mandate. Nüwa, you constantly speak of fate, but have you ever thought, why does the heavenly Tao specifically choose my Xuan Gui body to support heaven? The heavenly Tao is profound. How could you fathom it? Because the Xuan Gui body carries the power of the primordial world's great earth. It draws upon the heavenly Tao, but you don't know that this power of the earth is precisely the foundation of the heavenly Tao. Ridiculous. What of the earth's power? Before the complete heavenly Tao, it is but the strength of an ant. Is that so? Then today, let me show you. What is the true great Tao of strength? Not good. He is looking for the formation's flaw. Quickly stop him. It's over. Ha ha. Found it. So that's how it is. Nüwa, you made yourself the formation's eye, but you don't know that this precisely becomes the greatest flaw. Impossible. This decisive formation is a manifestation of the heavenly Tao. How could you see through its mysteries? Nüwa, you are too fixated on so-called fate. You think that by borrowing the heavenly Tao's power you can control everything, but you don't know the most fundamental power of this world, what it truly is. Stop listening to his demonic words that confuse the masses. All fellow Taoists, suppress with full force. We must not let him break the formation and escape. This child can actually perceive the mysteries of the heavenly Tao's operation. It seems we have all underestimated him. Since you insist on using the heavenly Tao to suppress me, today, let me show you the true power of the Xuan Gui. The primordial power of the great earth. He actually has cultivated the Xuan Gui body to the level of resonating with the primordial world's great earth. Correct, but the heavenly Tao has forgotten. The heavenly Tao itself relies on this very world. Today, let my heaven-supporting body test your so-called heavenly Tao. Even if you see through the formation's eye, so what? Before the complete power of the heavenly Tao, you will eventually reveal your true form. Complete your fate. He actually truly withstood the backlash of the heavenly Tao. How is this possible? This beast has cultivated the Xuan Gui body to such a realm. I fear he has already touched the origin of the primordial world. You still do not understand. Your ancestor, have come this far, not by avoiding fate, but by breaking it with pure strength. The so-called heavenly mandate, in my eyes, is merely a shackle that needs to be broken. Arrogant, beneath the heavenly Tao, all are ants. Today, let you know what it means that heaven's wrath is unfathomable. Then today, this ant will shake the heavenly Tao, Xianhuang imperishable. The great earth endures forever. No, this is impossible. How can you resist the complete power of the heavenly Tao? Because the heavenly Tao you speak of has never been the entirety of this world. Now it's my turn. Can't hold on anymore, can you? No matter how strong your Xuan Gui body is, before the complete power of the heavenly Tao, it is nothing but a mantis trying to stop a chariot. Why not quickly reveal your true form and fulfill your destiny? I told you long ago, you hairy and horned creature could never achieve greatness. Now kneel and beg for mercy, and I might show great compassion and grant you a whole corpse. That beast is already at the end of its strength. Fellow Taoists, put in more effort. Once he reveals his true form, we can convert him into our Buddhist sect. Amitba. The sea of suffering is boundless. Benefactor, why be so stubborn? Heaven's decree is thus. Fellow Taoist, why force it? You underestimate the way of martial arts too much, and you underestimate me. Warning. Heavenly Tao backlash has reached critical point. Xuan Gui's true body is about to reach its bearing limit. Emergency deduction complete. Detected. The only fragile node connecting the formation core to the heavenly Tao. Located 3 Chi 3 CUN below the array I where Nüwa stands. Space-time distortion point. Optimal formation breaking plan generated. With power pushed to the extreme. Gather all strength. Break it with a single strike. Success rate, 51%. Recommend immediate execution. I see. Nüwa, you thought using yourself as the array eye would let you perfectly control this decisive formation. But you don't realize it has become your most fatal flaw. Truly, you've woven your own trap. What nonsense are you talking? Fellow Taoists, don't be fooled by him. That's bad. He has found the key to the formation's operation. Quick, stop him. He's like a cornered dog about to jump the wall. Haven't you always wanted to know what it means to prove the Tao through power? Today, let you witness it with your own eyes. What is called one power breaks all techniques. Quickly stop him. He's about to fight desperately. Amitba. This child would actually go to such extremes. This is seeking mutual destruction like jade and stone burning together. Quickly interrupt him. Cannot let him finish gathering power. Nüwa, you rely on the heavenly Tao as your proof. I shall break it with power. Yuanshi, you pride yourself as the orthodox. I shall prove it with power. Lousy, you are indifferent and actionless. I shall change it with power. You two of the Western cult. You use sweet words and insinuating looks. I shall break it with power. Today, let me make you understand. Before absolute power, so-called heavenly mandate, so-called destiny, are all illusions. This strike is not for righteousness, not for transcendence. Only to tell you, Chu Feng's destiny has always been decided only by myself. System, help me stimulate the supreme sublimation of the great Tao. Quick, stop him. This is about to overturn the heavenly Tao. What kind of power is this? It can actually directly shake the origin of the heavenly Tao, the extreme of power, true meaning of Hunyuan. So that's it. Quickly withdraw the formation. This fist cannot be countered with brute force. Too late. This fist has already locked onto the heavenly Tao's trajectory. No escape possible. This fist breaks the billion-year destiny of Xuan Gui for me. This fist proves the righteous Hunyuan for me. This fist is for ouch. No, I offer Sage's essence blood to the formation. Heavenly Tao, assist me with Hongmeng. Purple Chi protect my sacred body. It's useless, Hua? Don't you understand yet? This is not a simple contest of power. This is a contest of will. Your heart only has fear and obsession, bound by so-called heavenly mandate, while my heart only has the determination to break everything. The formation is broken. How is this possible? Proving the Tao through power, transcending rules. So this is the true enlightenment. This fist actually directly shattered the heavenly Tao imprint. Ba. The heavenly Tao was originally my holy scripture. From this day, my destiny will be written by myself. Xuan Gui's destiny ends here. Fellow Taoist, take care of yourself. The primordial world is about to change. Let's go. This grudge will be avenged another day. Ba. Cause and effect cycle. Retribution never misses. Destiny is broken. The karma should be settled. Nüwa, you have been stubborn for 10,000 years. Did you ever think that today? Chu Feng, you dare destroy my sacred foundation. The heavenly Tao will never let you go. Heavenly Tao? Nüwa, at this moment, still don't you understand? What I broke is precisely the destiny forced by the heavenly Tao. You keep talking about the heavenly Tao. Did you ever ask whether this heavenly Tao is fair? Karma? He allied with you to set up this decisive formation when trying to put me to death. Did you ever think of karma? Today, I, Chu Feng, will tell all beings of the primordial world what true justice is. Fellow Taoist, think thrice. Nüwa is after all a heavenly Tao saint. It concerns the order of the primordial world. This action may trigger a boundless culpa of disorder. When you joined hands to bully my Mystic Gate disciples, where was order? When you used numbers to bully the few, set up a formation to kill me, where was order? Today, I shall use my own law to establish my own order. No, Chu Feng, I am willing to surrender the Hongmeng Purple Chi. I am willing to never leave the Dragon Palace for all eternity. Spare me, too late. When you insisted on fulfilling that so-called destiny of claiming heaven, between you and me there can only be a severance. In the name of my Hunyuan, I decree, Nüwa has betrayed the heavenly Tao, rashly initiated a killing tribulation, suppressed at the eye of the North Sea, for 10,000 years as a warning to others. After 10,000 years, if you reshape your Tao heart, you may see the light of day again. Chu Feng, I curse you. Curse your Tao path to collapse and ruin. Never in eternity gain transcendence. Finally, it's over. Ding. Detected host has completely reversed the destiny of the North Sea. Xuan Gui broke the heavenly Tao shackles. Ultimate karma is settled. Final mission unlocked. Transcend the primordial world. Open a new era. A new era, Xiao. The Saint Sovereign commands the Mystic Gate. In 3 days, gather at the North Sea. We are going to a vaster world. Saint Sovereign, Nüwa has been suppressed. Destiny is broken. What should we do next? Xiao, have you felt that this primordial world seems to have become narrower? Now that your excellency mentions it, indeed there is an indescribable feeling of constraint, as if the 4 poles of heaven and earth are contracting. It is not that heaven and earth are contracting. Rather, my Tao can no longer be contained by this realm. Ultimate mission, transcend the primordial world. Open a new era. Mission description, host has broken the ultimate destiny of this universe. Dao Fruit is complete. Triggered rejection by the primordial world's origin. Must within 3,000 primordial world days, gather the power of all Mystic Gate beings, pierce through the cosmic barrier, and open a brand new great 1,000 world within chaos. Mission reward, the station of Lord of the Great Tao, true eternal freedom. Warning, the path of transcendence contains endless risk. beyond the cosmic barrier. Chaotic energy is violent. A slight misstep, and both form and spirit will be annihilated. I see. Break the ultimate destiny. The Dao Fruit is complete, causing repulsion from the primordial world's origin. Within 3,000 primordial world days, you must transcend this world. Otherwise what will happen? Otherwise, the Dao Fruit will clash with the primordial world's origin. Either my Dao dissipates and I perish, or the primordial world shatters. What can be done? There is only one path. Gather the power of all mystic gate beings, pierce the cosmic barrier, and open a new major world within the chaos. To transcend the primordial world, open a new world? This is really possible. Since even the heavenly Dao's destiny can be broken, how can a mere cosmic barrier stop us? I need to condense the faith of all mystic gate disciples, using the Chaos Bell as the guiding peak and river, the chart and Luo book to set the course, and my primordial saint body as the foundation. There is a glimmer of possibility. A glimmer of possibility is still possibility. Saint Sovereign, what should we do? Send orders to all mystic gate disciples, no matter where they are, or their cultivation level, within 3 days. Gather at the North Sea. Tell them, those willing to follow me, Chu Feng, to see the heaven beyond heavens, and the Dao beyond Daos may stay. If any are attached to their homeland and unwilling to leave, I will not force them. I will gift them cultivation techniques and treasures, and bid them farewell. The primordial world carries too much of my karma and memories. But is there no end? It is time. All mystic gate disciples, no matter where you are, or your cultivation level, within 3 days, gather at the North Sea. Fellow disciples, the Saint Sovereign summons, to transcend the primordial world, and open a new heaven. This is an opportunity unprecedented in 10,000 ages. Quickly pack your belongings, and come with me. Senior brother of the North Sea, are we really going to leave the primordial world? The Saint Sovereign led us to break destiny, and now he will lead us to an even vaster realm. How can we miss such an opportunity? Fellow Taoists, back then, without the Saint Sovereign's protection, we would have been bullied by the Chan cult and Western cult. Now the Saint Sovereign wants to lead us to transcend this world. Are you willing to follow? We will follow the Saint Sovereign unto death. We will follow the Saint Sovereign unto death. Fairy Xiao. The Dragon Clan is willing to follow with our entire clan. I pray the fairy will pass on this message. The Dragon King understands the greater good. The Saint Sovereign will surely be pleased. However, this journey's outcome is uncertain. Has the Dragon King truly considered this clearly? Saint Sovereign Chu Feng has repeatedly created miracles. This transcendence endeavor will surely succeed. The Dragon Clan is willing to devote the full strength of our clan to help the Saint Sovereign open a new heaven. Fairy Xiao. This old man's cultivation is shallow. Can I also follow the Saint Sovereign? The Saint Sovereign said that regardless of cultivation level, only sincerity matters. As long as you follow with sincere heart, all may come along. Do you hear that? We can also go to the new world. Saint Sovereign, Mystic Gate disciples are arriving one after another. Yin Yangzi, the time is right, and the people are here. Moreover, the Dragon Clan has come in full force to pledge allegiance. Now there are millions gathered at the North Sea shore. Has anyone chosen to stay? A few disciples, due to attachment to their homeland, chose to stay. All have been given techniques and treasures as per the Saint Sovereign's command. Each person has their own aspirations. No need to force them. After 3 days, those willing to journey with me will surely witness a brand new beginning.